Hey guys, how you doing? So my 1 year anniversary. It might be a week or two off, but guess what? It's episode 52. So that means when I started numbering them uh, and noticing the number, I ended up at 52. And 52 weeks out of the year is, or 52 weeks is 1 year. So talking shit episode 52, which is my 1 year anniversary. I do have to be a little serious for a millisecond. Um, I want to thank the people that allowed me to even be, on this bullshit. Because let's be honest, I'm literally just talking shit, and you guys seem to appreciate it. So I want to thank people like Ultimate Header, people that the first one that became sponsors to this program, people like UPR, Lund Racing, VMP, because VMP did give me a platform back in the day to start talking a little shit back on their Talking Tuesday segment. Not sure if that's still even on or not, but I hope that they're doing well with it. So, people like that, Power by the Hour, Frank Perdomo, people that have been integral in providing content, info, help, whether it's monetarily, parts, or just content in general, and just want to help the channel grow. I really appreciate it, guys. I really appreciate it. I want to make sure I don't sound all jacked up. So give me a quick sound check, and then we're going to get right in here. And a lot of you guys that have been on from the beginning, I know a lot of you guys probably came onto it when I first started doing just dumb shit and talking some dumb shit, but a lot of you guys have been in this shit from the get-go. Like from the get-go, from the YOLO days when I was in Massachusetts doing a whole bunch of dumb shit. And you guys have stuck with it, and you're not fair weather fans. And for you that are fair weather fans, awesome. And for that one or two guy that gives me a instant dislike on the show, I know you're my biggest fan because you hit an instant dislike, and that means I'm getting to you. So that means usually your biggest haters are your biggest fans. Honestly, let's be honest. So let's start talking some shit about what has happened in the last week. Everyone says it sounds good. Beautiful. And again, I'm not teaching you guys anything. I come across a lot of information in my job, and I want to make sure I share it with you guys because look, when you're looking for information out there in forums and a bunch of retards that want to push products down your throat or giving you bullshit advice, at least you can come here and know it's unbiased because I don't represent anything but a tuning company here, if anything. So that's how I like to come across. So people like Tony Fullbolton is in the house, Ruslan Z, Rami Zaidan, 2Auto Solution, who, by the way, has an 8-second, the quickest and fastest Coyote vehicle in Puerto Rico, running an 889 at 154 or 153. And this dude used to build his shit out of his Marquesina. ¿Dónde está trabajando Rami? En la marquesina, cabrón, tráele comida, tiene hambre. So people like that, I'm happy that I've helped and they've helped me. So let's get right to it. So in the last week, we've heard about the Mach 1, right? Who gives a fucking shit about the Mach 1? Let's be honest, guys. Let's be 100% honest about this Mach 1. Unless it makes more power than a GT350, unless it comes with a DCT, unless it comes with a flat bling crank and badass like a T56, nobody gives a fucking shit about another rebadged piece of shit ass having, shaker hood ass having, piece of shit dumbass lettered up junk box. Ford. That's why you're losing a lot of people, in my opinion. At this point, I prefer what Dodge is doing. Here's a drag pack fucking Challenger. Here's a Demon, all out, balls out. Here's a nice Demon. Here's a fucking nice Demon. By the way, here's a 4-door fucking fast car. Here's a NA version of that car. Here's a supercharged version of that car. Here's a wide body version of that car. Then the Trackhawk is just the most badass SUV. I love the fucking Trackhawk. You're telling me I can get a 700 plus horsepower SUV with some minor mods, be well into the tens, and drive to fucking Costco and Riot? I can carry 4 of my boys to the Foot Locker and steal the new Jordans? Sick! Get the Yeezys? Yo, man, get the fucking Yeezys, man. And racism. Get them Yeezys. Man, fuck racism. Give me some of them Jordans and LeBron James shoes. So yeah, Ford, in my opinion, and the Mach 1 don't matter. Unless it makes nasty fucking power, comes with a 5.2 and maybe a badass 6R80 with some pretty heavy duty gearing. Nobody gives a fucking shit about another rebadged GT. If you're going to go out there, Ford, and tell us we don't know the info. I'm sure some writers do and they know the inside track. And that's the other thing that I hate Ford does. They put feelers out there through other people that are like, hey, put it out there and take their temperature. And then, unfortunately, everybody wants access, right? Everybody wants to be in the know. I want to be in the know. And they end up going, what do you think Ford should make it out to be? Meanwhile, it's done, built, see ya. The wheels are rolling. We know that the combo is vetted and done. And now, what do you think the Mach 1 should be? Look, if it's a rebadged GT with a GT350 manifold, basically a bullet, right? What's a bullet? It's a green GT. It's a fucking green GT with dumb. No one gives a fuck about bullet, man. God damn it, no one gives a fuck about bullet. Fuck bullet. How's that? Huh? Run and tell that, homeboy. No one gives a fuck about a bullet. They didn't give a fuck about it from the 2-valve days, and if you bought one, you're a fucking dumbass. If you bought a 3-valve version of that, you're probably an even bigger dumbass. And if you bought a 2018 bullet or 2019 bullet, you're probably the biggest dumbass of them all because you paid $50-something thousand for a car that can get ass raped by something that has $10,000 less into it. Ported intake, E85 tune. Look, I put my money on a base-ass GT to rape the shit out of a bullet mod for mod. Mod for mod. Base-ass GT. I'm telling you, there are some stupid motherfuckers out there that love the thought of a Mach 1. Now, back in the day, if you look at history, I'm going back like in the 90s. I don't give a fuck about the 60s because guess what? That was like 50 years ago. No one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck. 50 fucking years ago. In the year 2000, did you give a shit about what happened in 1950? No. So why should I give a fuck about what happened in 1960? Don't care. So in the 90s and the mid 2000s, you could get a 2-valve junk ass Mustang. You can get a Mach 1. You can get a Celine S281. You can get a Cobra 0304 Cobra, and they all did different things. The Mach 1 was actually a different motor, 32 valve, NA version, basically not a Terminator motor, but it was an NA version, basically like a 96 to 98 similar layout, 32 valve. So, okay, it was a step up. But you're telling me the new Mach 1 is going to be potentially a rebadged GT? And I'm supposed to get excited about it? Like I'm supposed to give a fuck? No. Fuck all that. I don't give two shits about it unless it is better than something it's replacing. Like you're telling me there's going to be a GT350 and a Mach 1. One of them has a stick. Well, the GT350 does have a stick. Now, the Mach 1, is it going to have the newer headlights? Is it going to have the old headlights? Or is it going to have the newer headlights? Probably the newer headlights. That would make sense. But honestly, if it's not better than the GT350, brakes, trans, motor, I honestly don't care. I don't care about it. That's my thoughts about the Mach 1. Now, I don't know what it is. I'm not in the inside track, and I doubt I'll ever be in the inside track because I'm one of those guys that doesn't nut ride everything Ford puts out there. I'm going to hold them accountable and say at face value, the Mach 1 is fucking stupid if it's a rebadged GT with a 350 manifold, 350 cold air, and more horsepower. So it's a GT. It's a GT with really a shaker hood and badges and paint, and I'm gonna pay $15,000 more for it. You gotta be sucking that fat bitch with two hands, counterclockwise and clockwise at the base. Fuck that shit. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about today is eating ass during a riot off-putting. I'm telling you, I saw. I can't imagine it's a real post. But when I saw it, I hoped it was real. I went, you know what? Where else would you not be judged for eating ass than a riot? Like at the end of the day, if you want to go out there and eat just random ass, a Riot's probably the place to do it, because I don't even think no one's going to give a shit. Pun not intended. But no one's going to give a shit if you're eating ass in a Riot. Now, I am trying to pull this up, but since I'm streaming, this bitch slow as fuck. So let me see. Yeah, check this shit out. Like, is this okay? Like, at what time? Like, when you're like, man, let's go out there and show people. Let's go out there and show people, that we're really serious. But that is a violent protest right there. Protesting that ass, that coling, tasting like pennies. And if you guys don't know what ass tastes like, go into your pocket, grab a penny, put it in your mouth. That's what ass tastes like. Ask me how I know. And the last thing I wanted to talk about a little bit was fake dyno numbers. So not too long ago, somebody put up that they made 1,000 horsepower on pump gas. So I immediately was like, okay, you know what? You can't go out there and just yell it from the rooftops. You can't go out there and yell it because you look like a fucking clown, right? And then we got proof. Very small, quick thing that I learned about, especially on Mustang dynos. You can set the parasitic multiplier to 20%, which will show a better number, and it'll make everything like match. The dyno will make the horsepower curve and everything match with the parasitic multiplier or the correction factor. And if you have a correction factor baked in at like 30%, I'm done with you. That's why when I do dyno numbers, I go SAE smoothing 5, SAE smoothing 5. That's probably the lowest number you can come up with. And at least you can tell people, these are the numbers, SAE smoothing 5. See you later. Take the numbers for what you will. But when you're putting out there that you're making this much horsepower on pump gas, and then it is shown that it has a 26 to 27% correction factor. I've been there, I've done that. I've played the dyno game when I worked at another shop, and honestly, that's not a big fan of that, because again, it's just a dyno number. I'd love to see what that car traps, but people want to sell the product, so they're willing to be a little less than honest about it. So I was a little perturbed about that bullshit. King B302 says, you're an ass, Alex. I think he owns probably a Bullet or he eats ass. One of those two. So before I get too crazy, I'm going to get right on the paid chat, and I'm going to sprinkle in the peasant chat. I'm really sorry that I have not gotten to the peasant chat in the last couple of weeks. The paid chat has been a little on the lit side, so I'm going to try to sprinkle you guys in, and we go from there. Matt GT500 checking in. That dude, Ashley, you're a man and your name Ashley? Interesting. Okay, Jorge Figueroa says, happy anniversary, good sir. And as always, keep up the great content. Edre Ratana says, hey, what's up, Alex? I'm looking to start a project, 74 F100. Is it worth doing a coyote swap with a manual transmission? Oh, I got to turn this so like the Lund Racing logo is more prevalent. Toma, bicho. There you go. Yeah. Harvey Hutch himself, Triple H, built a twin turbo coyote swap F100 with a TR6060. Supremely badass. It is boring. If you have a car that's not going to be a race car, that's not going to be max ET, then all of a sudden you don't care about speed or ET, so it's about the experience. So what better way of doing it than a manual transmission, in my opinion? So a coyote swap vehicle, unless you're racing it, I'm saying competitively racing it and going for max ET, it should always be a manual because it's a more fun vehicle, plain and simple. Kevin Gonzalez says, what would happen if you put a Cobra Jet on a 350? Some guy the other day was hitting me up on YouTube and he was like, hey, can I make 600 naturally aspirated horsepower with bolt-ons? I said, no. You'd have to have like an insanely high compression motor, which means what are you bolting on pistons? Technically you are, but if you're going to go out there and get crazy fucking compression and a 350 manifold, a Cobra Jet manifold, and badass fuel and big cold air and all the sauce on the planet, I don't think you're going to get more than 550, 560, 570 NA bolt-on a 350. And that is if you are like at the ragged edge of stuff, unless you really get into the engine internally. So I think with the Cobra Jet on a 350, it's going to make really good power, especially at really high RPM, but you got to take advantage of those RPMs. So you got to gear properly. You got to make sure the trans is geared properly. So a T56 that stays up there in the RPMs for a long time and makes good power for a long time and has a low gear split, or meaning gear to gear numerically is not that big of a split, so it doesn't have a lot of drop off. It is desirable. I like an 11 to 17 MT82 for that because the gears are tight as fuck. That and some 373s and a Cobra Jet GT350. I think it's gonna be pretty evil for sure. Ora vato ka Taquache Culo edition stream coming strong today. Channel support. Day with Jeffrey giving me $7 of Canadian Justin Trudeau fuckboy money. I love Justin Trudeau. Is that money even, like, when you give me that, does it even go through? Because Canada's fucked. Canada's fucked. Ruslan Z says, I'm taking Kevin Cruz's mom's out for a first date. Should I mention it to her that her son has a slow car or no? I'm trying to go to second base. Love all your video from day one. You should stop short. You should, she should be in the passenger side. Stop short. Feel up her tit. Be like, oh, hold on, baby. Oh, yeah, stop short. Ruslan Z talking all that shit early. Ruslan Z again says, your video how to shift MT82 helped me hurt a lot of feelings and make people wonder if it's an auto. You made 52. I hope 50,000 more to come, or 500,000 more to come. Thank you very much, man. 52 weeks of talking shit, having some fun, doing whatever the fuck I want. It's really cool, gratifying that you guys give a shit. It's a good time. It's a good time, betcha. Rupier says, congrats on 1 year, betcha. I'm like, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Lunch money. Osis Coyote, by the way, how's your car doing? I haven't heard shit about your car. You haven't given me a log or nothing. They didn't blow up or nothing, did you? You ain't going to be that dude. Let me know what's going on with that car. Osis Coyote. El Coyote says, I'm about to install a Turbo Hydro 400. Do I need a retune? I'll be installing an on-3 single as well after. And I'm not sure if I'll need to pay for a retune. If you're installing a fucking turbo kit, you best be sure you're going to pay. So if you're going from an NA to boosted, it's an extra $400. If you're going to a turbo 400, if it's a manual already, I don't think much needs to happen, to be honest with you. I don't know how you're going to pick up mile an hour. I don't know how you're going to wire in OSS, but it doesn't really matter as long as, mile an hour is going to be up to you, not up to us. And if you get like a reluctor wheel, you got to let us know how many teeth are in that reluctor wheel to see if we can make that work. Or if you get a converter box from like Dakota Digital or something like that, that's your best bet in my most humble of opinions. But you don't need a retune from manual to turbo 400. Clutch protection's already off. You might just want to send a log and see how it's acting, and then we'll adjust anything if necessary. Danger Rat 510 says channel support. Give me $10. Thank you very much. Man of War channel support. Give me $7 or 7 Canadian. What do they call them in Canada? Dollars or dollars? Dollars. I used to go out with someone that said, "Oh, I have $5." I go, "Dollars? It's dollars. It's dollars." Rupier says, "Congrats on the year, bitch." Max de Oliveria, which means he is from Oliveria, says, some say it's a Boss 302 because of the fog light holes, but I don't think it is what it's supposed to be. Or is it for sure a Mach 1? What are your thoughts? I don't know. I'm not in the know. And I'm close to people that know, but I'm not going to ask them. I'm going to react with you guys. I'm going to say, before it even comes out, I'm going to tell Ford, if it's this, fuck you. It better be badass shit. For 50 fucking plus $1,000, you're sucking that fat bitch up if you're just going to rebadge that fucking put a shaker hood on it. Congratulations on 1 year, Alex. Pedro Alvarado. Belfers says, hey, Alex, I picked up a 2020 Roush Stage 3 with a 10R80. Why'd you do that? Get that blower out of there. What do you recommend as first mons? Second warranty is out. Not chasing ET or anything. Congrats on 1 year. Okay, you're not chasing ET, so that's good. So Belfers, everybody knows that the Roush blower is absolute muff cabbage. It has cabbage in its muff. So, meaning it sucks. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get cooling in that thing. The intercooler in that piece of junk sucks, cocks, dicks. So in my opinion, get a heat exchanger, at least. AFCO heat exchanger, VMP heat exchanger. You got to make sure that you get the cooling down pat. Then an aftermarket tune, okay? You have to get an aftermarket tune to be able to raise the rev limiters, raise mile per hour limiters, and disable some torque reduction stuff to get the car ETing quicker via the trans tuning, and potentially a bigger injector to allow for more boost down the road, or eventually E85 in a return style fuel system, Belfers. Hopefully that answers your question, sir. Fuel for Fire 87 says, "Hey Alex, thanks for tuning my Procharge crank snapper 14 GT. Oh my god, 14 GT." 14 GT took her out for a spin after the dyno session, and she rips. This guy was so awesome. His name is Fuel for Fire 87. It was a great story. So he gets to the dyno, he ends up having some kind of fueling issue that I didn't anticipate. Usually the math curve is super dialed in and it's pretty straightforward, but his car, for whatever reason, was seeing a 20% fueling discrepancy. I said, dude, I love you. Might be fuel delivery, but he verified everything. Thank God he was on the dyno. I was a little late. I apologize for that. That was 100% my fault. And then once we got going, the car made 720, 790, 800. And he was like, boop, see you later. With that, he had a certain pulley on it. He was happy on the road. And he's like, I need some drag radials. I said, here you go. Here's a tune for some drag radial, the tire size. And he was happy, and I was happy to help him achieve 800 horse. And there still has room to go. It's a built motor. You can pulley down to whatever the fuck you want. I think that tune's going to be good up to like 900 plus horsepower, no problem. But yeah, you're welcome, Fuel for Fire 87, anytime. How's the blower coming along for the Fairmont? I don't know. I haven't heard anything from Edelbrock, but I'm not one of those guys to hound him all that much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably hit him up next Monday. I'm going to say, hey, how you doing? Happy COVID, and hopefully the riots didn't take my blower away, but can you give me some kind of indicator as to what's going on with the blower? I've given them well over a month, so I'm trying not to hound them, but I understand materials are in short supply. I'm not going to hound them nonstop, so I want to make sure that they got plenty of time, and then I'm just going to ask, hey, where are we at? That's it. So hopefully I'll get word soon. Quincy Moulton says, what a name. I've been watching your videos since I was in high school. 5 years ago? And now they're really helping me pass the time while I'm driving tractor trailers. Thank you. Badass shit, brother. Congratulations on the job. Congratulations on at least having someone in your life that isn't a total fuckboy, me. And congratulations on your truck driving job. If you see someone blocking your shit, just stay on the gas, brother. Fuck that. I got to get my poultry, my groceries. The truckers cannot be fucked with. Look, protesters, I understand you're protesting. And if you're protesting peacefully, I have zero issue with you. That is an American right. I love it. If you are disrupting traffic for the sake of being cocksuckers and throwing stuff and potentially vandalizing property, if you're out there just, trying to make a point, that's fine. There's plenty of ways of doing it. But if you're fucking with truck drivers, they're going to run your shit over. And now the truck drivers that are caught in those situations are not even getting charged. Yeah, they get arrested, they get booked, and they're like, yo, man, we understand your life was in danger. So like that dude that got dragged for a while, he's dead. Another truck driver got pulled out of his truck and almost got killed. Luckily, some of the protesters, the very small minority, kept them alive. But I'm telling you, man, if you're a truck driver and, you got protesters, it's almost like they're giving you the go-ahead. So protesters, be mindful. Don't get in front of a FedEx truck. Don't get in front of any truck, especially with some Mexican in it. He's going to downshift. He's like, oh shit, let me put it in high. Órale, mira, que estoy troqueando por la 95 y vi un pinche güey se meten en medio de la calle y yo, oh shit, voy a bajarle el cambio. That's basically what's going to happen to you. So don't be fucking around. Dean Simmons says, what pulley would I use for a VMP Gen 2R to feel like a Roush Stage 3 Phase 2? The same exact one that they use, an 80 millimeter pulley. On my stock 17 manual 93 octane, the same one they use, an 80 millimeter pulley, because the 727 crank is an 80 millimeter pulley, 47 pound injectors, and all the torque reduction on the planet. So 80 millimeter pulley should be the one, because Roush 3 Phase 2 is just Phase 1, meaning just a supercharge, is 85 millimeter pulley, no boosted pump. Phase 2 is different calibration, smaller pulley, and a boosted pump. Insane Mustang says, 4 years ago, as I started watching 2. 3 years ago, I bought a Coyote. I listened to everything you've said, and it's been a hell of a ride. About to get the rear end back from paint, then saving for boost. Good job. Fuck that NA game. That NA game is bullshit. The Chech in the house, Brandon de Arita. Camaro 6LTX says, any thoughts on bumping compression up with thinner head gasket? I guess you could do that, but I'm going to be honest with you, and I'd love to take your money, but that's something an engine builder would best know. Look, I'm not going to try to fancy myself an engine builder, so I'm not going to speak out of turn, but if Keith Ray is in the house, Keith Ray, if you're here, can you answer Camaro 6 LTX if bumping up compression via a head gasket a good idea? Vinny Vici says, congrats on the year. Gave me $10. Thank you very much. Quincy Moulton says, P.S. I got really close to turning some riders into a speed bump today. Did you see the fat boys in the vert? The S550 vert. Straight run. They were being nice. Look, they got stopped because they went around some shit. And there were some big boys in that car. And they were being surrounded by these, I'm sure they don't shave their armpit type, stop doing that. And they just said, fuck you. And I was like, that's what's going to happen, people. I think people that get stuck in traffic are less likely to stop anymore because they know they're not going to be prosecuted for it. It's like, hey, they were banging on my car. I felt like I was in danger. I ran 50 people over. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. So keep bugging out with that blocking the road shit. It's going to be a bad time, guys. Oh, man. Bandy says, I found out one pump near me sells E85. I'm going to test how good the fuel is, but it is the only E85 near me. I want to supercharge my car, and I know you said fuel is the limiting factor when making power on boost. What do you think I should do? Fedon, one of my customers goes 960s with E70. He's like, hey man, best I could do is get E70 here. I'm like, let's make an E70 tune. Boom. With some junkyard Gen 2 truck motor and a Gen 2 VMP blower, bitch is going 960. It can go 950, no problem if you work on the 60 foot. So even if you got E70, Bandy, I think you'll be okay. So just as long as it's consistently E70, not E85 one day, E70 the next, and E50 the next. No, it got to be a consistent. So test it within like a month. Go like every week and see what it tests at. And if it's 85%, you might get lucky. Dylan Miles says, Muscle Mustang. Nope, right before that. Sorry. Holy shit. Oh my God. All the chats went dumb shit. Oh, fuck. Sorry, guys. Okay, here we go. El Coyote. Oh my God, the paid chat went ape shit. So guys, in the peasant chat, I'm sorry. I'll do my best. So El Coyote says, sorry for the confusion. I have a Paxton MT82 and I'm going on 3 single turbo with a JPC Turbo Hydro 400 stage 1 kit. I will install the turbo a month after the training. Okay, well, I mean, it's going to be a brand new tune. So if you put the training in, want to tune it, NA, and then want to boost it, it's not going to be like an addition to your current tune. It's going to be a brand new tune from scratch. So why not do everything at once? That's what I would do. El Coyote. Hopefully that helps. Mike G says, hey, Alex, I just switched to you guys from another tuner, and I'm loving the tune. Here's some channel support. Thanks, brother, man. Mike G, thank you. I don't know if you're the guy that ended up saying the other day that on Instagram, you hit me up on Instagram, and you were like, bro, I got caught up in the hype. And I'm like, why? Why'd you get caught up in the hype? Well, seriously, if you're going to choose based on reviews and records, not hype, why'd you choose that company? And he's like, I don't know. They don't answer back. It's been weeks. They take my money and they fucking dip out. And I'm like, that's your fault. I'm basically telling people that's your fault. That is not our fault. And that is not their fault. That is your fault for choosing that service. Oh, I really want good food, but I'm going to go eat at Burger King. I'm diabetic. What happened? It's your fault. You ate the food, bro. Thanks, Alex, for tuning my car. You the man. Gave me Canadian $70, 5.0. I wish I knew who he was exactly. I wish you guys used your real name so at least I can, like Timothy Fush, I know exactly who he is. I tune him and he's fucking, I know who he is. He's one of our customers. But 5.0, there's 80 of you. But thank you for the money. That's a lot of money. I don't expect you guys to give me that kind of dough. Look, the small donation, if you want to do it, is great. If not, go to the peasant chat and see how we go. David Williams in the peasant chat says, threw octanium in my car with a 2.3 E4s from 13 to 15 degrees. I'm a believer now. Thank you. We have a cap. If the gas that you have is not reaching that cap, octanium will get it to the cap. No quema, bicho, Slim50 says. Tom Palazzo says, hey, Alex, on the Ford triple hat with FC3 controller, should I run 2 pumps in 1 on a Hobbs or 1 pump and 2 on a Hobbs? Twin turbo, 13,000 horsepower. Is there an advantage? Thanks. Yeah, 2 on constant. The third one on a Hobbs. The problem comes in if you're relying on 1 pump at enough boost to make 1,000 horsepower, and the Hobbs doesn't come in exactly when it needs to, there's going to be a delay. There's going to be a slight fueling delay. I don't want any fueling delays. Give me 2 pumps on constant. This red car right here has had 2 pumps on constant, naturally aspirated for over a year. No issue. 2 constant. Send that shit. That's what I would do, sir. David Martin says, riots in Minneapolis were about tossing salad. Apparently. I mean, look, if you're gonna come out anywhere, it's gonna be a riot. I want to tell you something. What? Turn around. Wow, pennies. All these pennies. Belfer says, are the heat exchangers just bolt-on? Car has 750, 670 torque, and some other cooling upgrades for the 2020 year, but to make the car cooler in any way, yes, it's just a bolt-on. You got to unbolt the bumper, unbolt the old heat exchanger, bolt on the new heat exchanger, burp the fluids, and you're good to go. You don't need a tune for it. It's just exchanges the heat better. Basically, it's a more efficient heat exchanger. Cuban Coyote in the house. Hold on, I'll get to you. Christopher Barfield. What happened to your good friend Donnie? I don't know. Donnie bought a Audi, and he's working at his Bentley dealership. I'll be honest with you, fell off the face of the earth. Gone. Now, maybe he's waiting for me to reach out to him, but I'm not that dude. Like, we were Titan boys, but now you got rid of your Mustang, and now we're not Titan boys. Were we ever Titan boys? I'd like to think we were. That guy was genuinely a good guy and really helped me out in real tough situations. Like, I owe that fucking dude. But yeah, I don't know. He just kind of fell off, and, I'm not one of those guys like, hey, what's up? What are we? No, I mean, if he wants to hit me up. And if he doesn't want to hit me up, nothing I can do, but I don't hate the dude. I love him to death. But he's got a family, dude. When I come into the picture, I am like a tornado. I bring in puti, puerca, bullshit, Mustang, talking shit. So if you don't want to disrupt your home life, it's better not to have me around. GT Frank 50 says, does removing the clutch assist spring actually work? Come on, I told you this last week. I read on forums it causes premature failure because the pedal doesn't return fully. What the fuck? Stupid fuck said that. Stupid. There's no fucking way. No fucking way. The spring is an assist to make the pedal feel lighter. So when you depress the clutch, it's an easier action. It's like whoop. And then when you take it out, the problem is it comes out too fast. What makes the clutch go in and out is your slave cylinder and the actual springs in the pressure plate. That's what makes the action happen down there. The assist spring assists that. It does not ruin your clutch. Every fucking car I've had, including the white car, fucking first day out of the dealership, I already came with needle nose pliers. Once I bought the car, I pulled over on the road and went, bing, fuck that bitch. Threw it out the window and never had it. It's got 20,000 miles with 700 plus horsepower. Clutch is fine. It's fine. Forum guys don't know fucking shit. Like, they literally don't know fucking shit. Every single one of you guys on the forum that thinks you know shit, you don't know shit. Shut the fuck up. Unless it's measurable and you can prove your point, literally shut the fuck up. Muscle Stang. I'll say Orlando Chavez gave me $10. Didn't say a goddamn thing. I love it. My favorite type of question. Muscle Stang. Guys that call their car Stang are a little weird, but hey, he gave me money. He said, hey, Alex, I'm Luntoon with a Gen 2 Auto Roush 2.3 car with 1050Xs on 93 and Boostain, 79mm pulley. Any idea what my car will ET? Also curious if I can take off the air filter at the track. Thanks! The automatic Luntoon car with Boostain and 1050Xs, depending on converter, really. I've seen some guys go 1050, 1040. One guy with a Whipple similar setup went 990s with Boostain and a 3.6 pulley or 3.5 pulley on a Whipple auto car. That was pretty impressive. So I think the 2.3 car will be in the 1050s as long as the Boostain gives you 100 octane and we give you 100 octane tune, it should go in the 1050s, 1040 range pretty easily, depending on converter. Stock converter, probably 1050, 1040. I don't think it'll be a problem. Dylan Miles says, I'm a Camaro dude, but you have me laughing my ass off and learning useless info, so here I am. Keep on keeping on. Thank you very much. S550 Coyote says, copied your V3 setup 1080 on 93. What's my wheel horsepower? 670 to 690. Because on a manual, it shows more. So I say 670 to 690. 3.6 pulley, LU47s, V3, free flow and exhaust, 93 pump gas. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, shit. So many people. Fuck, you guys got to slow down with the pay chat. Protein shake on me. I'm a sick. Okay. Brett Burke says, I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick fuck. Grats on 52. Thank you very much, Brett Burke. Brett Burke and I think got off on the wrong foot if it's Brett Burke that I'm talking about. But he's been great. Very adult. I like how he rolls. My kind of people. Martin 50 says, Alex, what do you think of the killer chiller for a Whipple car? Great. No issues. No problem. I don't like how it looks aesthetically, but it does its job very well. Franklin Smith says, protein shake on me. Congrats on the 1 year of talking shit. Grateful for all the useful content. Grateful for all you guys watching. Hey, Alex, say hi to my wife, Amber, making her watch. Hi, Amber. Sorry you got to watch a great looking guy. And then you got to look at your husband and go, I have to get wet for that guy. God damn it. I could be riding that guy's face, but I'm riding Raped Ape GT's fucking nuts. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Amber. You wanted me to say hi. That's how I say hi. I hit on your wife. But Franklin Smith, thanks for the nice, kind words. Big Leg says, hi from the UK, Alex. What's the best power adder for a 19 GT on 98 Ron fuel? Now, if you are a Raxium headlight dealer, a Bumblebee stupid stripe selling motherfucker, if you're a repop wheel selling thing, the UK market is for you. The UK market is the riciest fucking market I have ever seen. Why? They didn't have the Mustang years ago. Now they get them over there and they're starting from, I don't know, 1960. Louvers, repop headlights, badges, soft tunes. They don't like badass tunes. UK guys want to sip on their tea and not have the 1-2 shift. Hello. Oh, my clit. Oh, the 1-2 shift fucked up my clit. This son of a bitch. I'm going to want my money back from Lund racing my clit after the 1-2 shift spilled my tea all over my shit. So the UK market is for you if you're in the if you're in that market, selling junk. UK market is for you. So anyway, what's the best power adder? Anything supercharged. Vortec, hit up Beefcake. Whipple, hit up Nick Perciello. Edelbrock, I don't know who you hit up. But everything is pretty well vetted. 98 Ron is very common in the UK. In the UAE. Alex, look, we have only 98 Ron here. And I only have... I'm like, wait a minute. Aren't you guys standing on top of oil? Yes. But you understand, we have boosting. A lot of boosting. Pallets of boosting. So every time you send me a tune with boosting. So everyone over there pretty much gets 98 Ron. Those guys are Whipple Supercharged, Century, Twin Turbo, you name it, they got it. So the best, there is no best. In my opinion, it's mostly how do you want your power delivered? Do you want all the bicho right now? You want someone to bottom out on your asshole with their balls? You get a TVS. Coño, me lo metiste bien duro. Yeah, right to the balls. TVS. Power now. So if you want a more linear power curve that keeps climbing with RPM, centrifugal is the way to go. It's really tough to beat the constant pull of a centrifugal. Okay, now we're talking superchargers because King Daddy is turbo. depending on turbo kit. But let's talk superchargers. Whipple has that unique rotor set, Gen 3 and up, Gen 3 and Gen 5, that feels like it has a lot of nut down low, not as much as a TVS, but it keeps pulling through the RPM range. So that seems to be the most desirable of the supercharger setups. I like power now. I want tire shredding, dumb power. So that's why I choose the TVS. So it's really up to you how you want the power to come in, bitch. Oh, man. Where is he? 98 round fuel. Okay. Floyd Love says, if the GT350 is out in 2021, what the fuck am I going to buy? A Mach 1? You buy a 19, 20, or 21 GT350. Bad ass motors. Big head studs. Predator block. King Daddy, in my opinion, of NA Motors is GT350. 19, 20, and 21 are badass motherfuckers. If I'm not mistaken, it starts at 19. If not, it's 20. It could be mistaken, but I would buy 2020 GT350 tonight. Put a twin turbo bitch on it, or somehow, shove a TVS in that bitch. I think it'll be okay. But thanks for talking to me from the UK, Big Leg and Floyd Love. That hopefully answers your question. But a GT350 to me is still King Daddy. I love that fucking car. NA. And with a Whipple, ooh, hard to beat. 750 rear wheel horsepower and pumped gas. Hey, Alex, thanks for answering all of my Vortex setup questions in the tuning queue. I can't wait to get it installed. Here's support for the show. Thanks, Tim Fush. Appreciate you, brother, very much. And for being a Roland Racing customer. Happy year. Blessings, Jato. Your advice is mint. Thank you, Eric Vega. Okay, Eric Vega. Okay, David Jeffrey says, what if the Mach 1 has a CJ with supporting... It don't, man. It don't. It don't got no fucking CJ, man. Get the fuck out of here. No way. No way. No fucking way it'll have a fucking CJ. If it does, then we'll consider buying it. But when has Ford ever produced something that was better than advertised? Like the GT500, right? The new GT500, except it looks like an old car. It's got old headlights. And you're like, okay, it's a 1060 car and the trans is good, but you can't tune it yet. And then when you're able to tune it, is it still going to be good? Look, that Mach 1 better be some nasty shit. If not, I'm going to shit all over it. I'm going to fucking get one and just shit all over it. If it's a rebadged GT. If it's a rebadged GT. If it's not, I'll give it its props. It's real simple, guys. Mike Grabowski, but David Jeffrey, I don't think it's going to be a 500 rear wheel horsepower car. No fucking way. With a Predator blower making 500-ish horsepower? What? Wait a minute. What if the Mach 1 has CJ and cams and boosted with a Predator blower making 500 horsepower? That sucks. 500 horsepower supercharged? That's gay shit. 500 rear wheel horsepower supercharged? You better put a 7 in front of that shit. This is 2020, bro. You better you're slow if you're 10 seconds, bro. If you're blown and you're 10 seconds, you're slow. That's how it is. Guys, 9s are attainable. 8s are easy. 7s are becoming commonplace. So if you're a 10-second bitch at $60,000, nobody gives a shit. Happy year. Blessings, Chato. Advice is mint. I already said that. Mike Grabowski says, hey, Alex, 13 GT Premium that has an on-3 twin turbo kit with oil pump gears. Which oil pump gears? Which oil pump gears? T56 Trans 331s with 62,000 miles for $24,000. Is it a good price? On-3 twin turbo kit, oil pump gears, T56, 62,000 miles, and $24,000. I'd get it in the low 20s. I'd work them into the 21 range tops. 21 Savage. 21's a good number for that car. Watch him say, well, that's my car, motherfucker. Fuck you. I'll take my money back. Turbo Nate's Garage says, congrats on the 1 year. What do you think about B is for Build Eleanor project being trademarked and repossessed? I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, but since you paid, God, to look it up, it's going to take me a while, and the pay chat is ridiculous right now. So what do you think about B is for Build Eleanor project being trademarked and repossessed? I don't know what that means, man. Was some guy building an Eleanor, tried to make it an Eleanor, and it got repossessed? What does that mean, repossessed? Did he owe on it? Like when someone repossesses something, that means it wasn't the dude's to begin with. So you got to give me a little more, you got to elaborate a little more on that bullshit. Zaco Loco says, Cam Phaser solenoids went out of 12,000 miles, 2018 5.0. Does that happen often? It can happen. I've seen a lot of idle dipping happening on these 18 and up Mustangs when you're just sitting out of light chilling with the AC on and the car just like, and it's the tune. I'm like, it's the stock tune, dude. So the cam phaser and the tensioner seems to be an issue on those, and hopefully they get recalled or some kind of TSP. All the way from Mexico, do the Mexican accent. Enrique Chido me dice, ¿Qué? No quema, cuz. Do the Mexican accent. Here it is, bicho. That's as good as I got. I'm amped up, and I don't know why. Well, I know why. We'll leave that for the dating channel. Channel support been tuning since the YOLO days. Also, have you heard about Disney pretty much taking away that YouTuber's Eleanor build? Messed up. Oh, 2 people asking about it, so now I'm gonna have to talk about it. Jason Friedberg says, congrats on the year. You've had me hooked on your videos ever since the evolution of Z06 owners video. Keep the info great videos coming. That video made a lot of Z06 owners follow me because they're like, hey, you're right. You're 100% right on those guys. It's Raf. My bad. Oh, 5.0. Raf. How you doing, brother? Yes, he paid me again. So Raf Raf Pia, Rafael Pia, he hit me up on Saturday. He's like, yo, man, I'm at the track and I'm tapping the limiter. And I'm like, who tuned you? He's like, Junior. And I'm like, so something's fucked up with your shit. Because Junior, he doesn't fuck up. He just doesn't fuck up. So I look at the tune and I'm like, Junior's commanding the shift at 6,500. He goes, I know. Can we command it at 6? I said, I can, but if the clutches are worn, it's still going to spike to 8,000 RPMs. But here's what I can do for you. I'm going to command it at 6,000 RPMs, but I'm also going to move your rev limiter up 200 RPMs. Lo and behold, he was running 10.0, 10.0, 10.0, or 10.2. Then he went from 10.2 to 10.0 to 990. But I said, dude, it still doesn't take away from the fact that your trans clutches are slipping. We're commanding the shift at 6,000, and it's happening at 8,000. And the clutch fill time was adequate. Junior did his job. And I was like, shit, I can't improve on this except bump up the limiter. You understand what can happen? He goes, just do it. Got his 9-second time slip. And I got him hooked up on Saturday. So hopefully he's a happy cat. And I appreciate him shouting us out, Lund Racing. And I'm happy for him running 9 seconds. Mike G says, I wasn't the guy on Instagram. I bought an N-Gauge and decided to try out your tunes. I have the car that needs its own MTV show. I have the car that needs its own MTV show. Fucking drama queen. Dude, trust me. It's like the state of Florida. It can't make up its mind whether to rain or be sunny or be, it's just a, girl on her period. So I get it when those cars are like that, man. UC CRW Control, whatever the fuck that means, says, thanks for all the knowledge. Thank you, UC, for that weird fucking name. But I appreciate the support. I appreciate you guys watching the channel and trying to get as many questions as I can in. Paying to bitch about people paying. Who said that? I got to get to that. Cuban Coyote, damn, dropping $50. You don't got to do that, man. You spent enough money on this shit. Every time I see your name, I'm going to get to you. You do not have to drop 50 fucking bucks, but I appreciate it very much, man. Congrats on the show making it a full year. My Tuesday routine, sorry couldn't get you a log last week. Cop came and ruined the fun. We'll get you a log soon. Also, new pulley will be here soon. Can I get a tune with less timing because I don't want it to go boom? Yes, sir. Cuban Coyote, hit me up. And you're like at 21, 22 degrees now, so I can drop it down to 19. And, that pulley's going to still make a bunch of fucking power up there, so I'll drop some timing into it just to keep things safe. Fueling is the biggest thing. If you have enough fuel, you should be okay. Bandy again says, this is just a general question, but there is no flex fuel for boosted applications, correct? There isn't. Now, think about it. The spark is dictated by the amount of ethanol or learned alcohol in the tune. So on a boosted setup, because you can vary, like the max load a naturally aspirated engine can make is 1.0 or 1.0, 1.0, or 0.9 to 1.0, 1.01, 1.05. Boosted cars can make 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You can make all the boost you want if you change the pulley or up the boost. Well, the problem is the flex fuel tune is going to go, well, you got 50% ethanol. Load is going to be, you got a stupid fucking pulley in this thing because most of you are pretty stupid. I guess I'm going to allow 23 degrees. What happened, YOLO? Oh, your E55 tune that saw 23 degrees because based on the spark modifier and ethanol content, but you boosted it to death. You know, we can't scale ethanol per every single cell of load that is going to progress all the way up. All we can do is set a cap and go, bro, you're capped at 15 degrees. But some of you guys will go, well, if I'm capped at 15 degrees, why the fuck have a flex tune? Exactly. Have a dedicated tune, test the fuel. At least that variable is taken care of. Why doesn't Ford make twin turbo EcoBoost flex vehicles? Ford only makes naturally aspirated flex fuel vehicles. Same reason Chevy does. Whoa, flex fuel sensor. Shut the fuck up. It's just a no. Bandy, I'm not saying you're complaining. I'm just saying, stop asking. Stop asking. Alfonso Acevedo gave me $5. Didn't ask a question. I love you for that. Frank S550 said, went out to the strip on a slick, slipped that bitch, quick shift, and took that spring out just like you said, and she gave me no problems. Gave a Whipple the gap. TVS for the win. IG 5-0 against TW. You're welcome. I'm not going to lie to you when I say take out the spring and it's life-changing. Manual, guys. Take out the spring. It's life-changing. Took the clutch spring out and still had to run those 275 needles, but slipped the best I could. Finally got a 194 and my first 12 slip. 1262 at 111. Baby leaving at 3K. I bet you it was more controllable, Eric Vega. I bet you it was nice and linear. And you went, coño, este pie está bueno, este coche sale bien. Because that's how Eric Vega talks. God damn it. You guys are insane. I appreciate the shit out of you, though. Okay, James Trust says, hey, Alex, I sold my notchback after over a year of watching your channel. I'm looking for a Gen 1. The cheapest one within 100 miles of me is $20K, and one with a rebuild title for $18K. It's ridiculous. Keep looking. Keep looking. You can get it for 12 to 13. It's going to have higher miles. It's going to have higher miles. But you can get a Gen 1 Mustang for under $15,000 in pretty damn good condition. There was a lava one some guy in Oklahoma bought for $8K. Compression tested fine. Interior was ragged out, but it was a 401A package. And that bitch was nice. $8,000. Lava red. Badass. David Jaffrey says, which actor from Massachusetts do you like? Channel support. I don't like any actor from Massachusetts. I don't like Ben Affleck. I don't like Matt Damon. I don't like anybody from Massachusetts in terms of acting. No, nobody. Nobody, David. Sorry. Hunter Walker says, not much channel support, long-time viewer. He goes, not much but channel support, long-time viewer. Also, shout out to Brandon D'Arita. Can't wait to get the Paxton up and running. How long do you think the stock clutch and rear will hold up with a Paxton tuner kit? My Vortec V3 has been around for 5,000-6,000 miles, man. I'm beating the shit out of that car, and I drive it daily. It all depends on what you're doing. If you're at the track racing it all the time, it ain't going to last you long, bitch. I got to answer this text. Sorry. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. And boom, boom, boom. Which actor? I already said that. Hunter Walker. I already said that. Daniel Manzanares, which means a lot of apples. In the Gen 2 twin turbo 6R80 return style fuel system, twin 465 pumps, E85, will 1050Xs be enough injector to trap 150? Yep, absolutely. Because you can make about 800 and 900 real horsepower on 1050Xs if the fuel is there on E85. So depending on the vehicle weight, yeah, 150 is attainable. Eric Vega says, just an 18 intake, LU47s, 409 gears, and ethanol. When better axles and clutch on my bias ply tires happen, I'll really launch and try to get the Deep 12. Lunch for the win. Felicidades. Some lunch money. Thank you very much, Eric Vega. And congrats on your new ET. Joseph blew it. He blew it. He says, Alex, I have a 15 GT with a Gen 5 Stage 2 Whipple. The kit came with 72-pound injectors, but no fuel pump upgrade. Would you recommend a BAP before getting tuned from Lund? Currently on a Whipple tune? Yes. Just to have headroom. You might be okay on the D-Twerk 72s. Get a BAP just to have headroom, please. 18-volt BAP, that's all you need. Plug and play. You don't need nothing adjustable, nothing crazy. F-150, S550. You're late, bitcha. So am I. 9 o'clock, checking in. Peyton Pruitt says 3.5 pulley with open head unit and filter, shifting at 7,500 RPM. How much boost will I see at Redline? I don't fucking know. Do you have cats or not? I don't know. I love you. I have no idea. 3.5 pulley with an open head unit. Oh, so a Paxton. Open head unit and filter. 3.5 pulley. I'm thinking he has a centrifugal. So 14, 13 or so PSI. 3.5 pulley. Because it's 12 on mine, but I think it goes up to like 13 with the thing removed, with the filter removed, and that's when that's when it made 720, and I'm like, whoa, slow down, brother. That's a lot of power for pump gas. Tyler Mance gave me $20, didn't say a goddamn thing. Love you, brother. Love the channel support. Arturo Hermosillo, meaning he's really pretty. He a pretty motherfucker. Hermosillo, he's so pretty. He says, I love the UK accent. $2. Brian Geisler says, Brian Geisler gave me $5 and didn't say shit. My favorite kind of question. Will chowing on a neck. Will chows on a neck. Will chow a neck. And said absolutely nothing. David Martin says, I'll give them all the becho enchilada dick. Wow. What the fuck's going on? You guys are violent with the becho. Scott N says, channel support, brother. Congrats on talking your shit for an entire year. You know, when I first got in the industry, it was very volatile. I'm gonna story time, because it looks like the page chat slowed down, so I can. When I first got in the industry, it was very volatile. I was with Lund Racing, that went away. BJ McCarty, I'll never forget that he picked me up from being down, gave me a job opportunity at VMP, and that's when the vultures flew the fuck in. Y'all know the story with Homeboy from the suspension company. A cold air company did all the shit he could do until I got a job at VMP, and he was quiet as a mouse. And I was like, I got to play my cards right. Because if I would have reacted and been popping off all over the place, I could have totally been gone and been just some has-been. Look, I'd rather be a has-been than a never was. You know what I'm saying? But I had a vision as to what I wanted to do and what kind of position I wanted to put myself in this silliness. And dude, I would have never thought that I would have gotten paid for my opinion for a year on a Tuesday night, 8 o'clock show. No way. But once I was at VMP and I saw that I was comfortable doing it, I said, you know what? Fuck making all these videos on YouTube, because no one gives a shit about what I got to say about cars. They give a shit about guys buying racetracks and doing Evel Knievel shit. I'm not going to do that. It's not my demographic, and I wasn't comfortable doing it, and I wasn't good at it. Then I got good at this. And all those people that were talking all that shit now see that I have a pretty decent position in the industry, and they're quiet. They're quiet. Why aren't you guys popping off now? Interesting. But you guys make it possible. Without you guys actually watching my dumb shit, I wouldn't be around. So you guys are the ones that I should be thanking, and I do my best to get all the paid questions out of the way and give you any information that I envelope all the way. But GT500 owners are so particular about a Ford. Like, guys, it's a Ford. It's a Ford. It's nothing, you know, it ain't no Bentley. It ain't no Ferrari. It's a Ford. So when you get tuned and you have a code that's TCM related, don't freak the fuck out. Don't go on every fucking forum crying that your $80,000 Ford has a PO61 or something, or what, a weird code that is TCM related. Relax. Let it get figured out. Why not just drive the car for a while until TCM access comes out? Nope. They're chasing the clout. They want to be the first. They want to be the quickest. They want to have the better dyno than a demon friend. Fucking relax, guys. Relax. If you want to build a fast car, the Mustang GT is by far your best option. Because if you want to go fast and you buy a GT500, you're already off on the wrong foot. You already spent $40,000 too much or $50,000 too much. And don't be mad when a Whipple 10R80 E85 car puts the donkey gap on that Shelby with the old ass headlights. But Matt, GT500, I did it for you. Jay Fine says, nice Pimp Daddy shirt. Thank you. I was, somewhere. So I was like, should I change or should I looking good, but you know what I'm saying? I keep it on, you know what I'm saying? The guy come out to me, I say, well, what the fuck? I got no dick. I got no dick. Yeah, I got no dick. You can hump. You got everything. I got nothing, Carlito. You got no dick, you know. Happy 1 year. You see the CSP C8 go 1092 drag radio only? No, I got to see that. Thank you, J Roos 89. I'm going to go look up the C8 running 1090s on a drag radio, and a GT500 is a 1050 car. Uh-oh. Someone was right about the C8 coming out and being a competitor, a direct competitor against the GT500, but no one's got nines in it yet. Just give it time. Give it time. Alejandro Sardinas says, how much should I pay for an 11 to 12 GT 80,000 miles? No more than $15,000, $15,000 to $60,000 in my opinion. Hopefully that helps, Alejandro. S197 Sloth says, hey Alex, I'm adding the stage 3 comp cams and MMR OPGs and crank sprocket. Any recommendation on what else to do while I'm in there? 2014 GT ported CJ E85 long tube headers. No, brother. Put the cams in it. VCT, limit them if you want to make sure that they don't slap. 30-degree limiters, I think they're called, or 20-degree limiters. And I think that's pretty good for bolt-on performance because you bolt on cams. But thanks for the question, S187 Sloth. Give it the $5 support. James Robertson says, channel support. Thanks for the Tuesday night entertainment. Thank you. JB says, opinion on Adam LZ GT250 bar engine swap. It's for the likes. It's for the clicks. It's for the, look, don't care, man. A Barra on a 350 motor, on a 350. It's for the clicks. It's for the likes. It's going to be one of those ragged out on purpose because it burnt, right? I guess it burnt down. So the engine base fucked and the hood's fucked. So he's probably going to keep it like that because it's cool. And he's going to put a Barra on it. Okay. So get ready to have tuning nightmares unless you put Hall Tech on it. Hello. You want to put Hall Tech on some kind of Barra engine. Barra. They don't say Barra. They go Barra. They put an R at the end of it. Barra engine. Barra. You ever notice how Australians are always having the R come out? Like when they say so. Well, I went somewhere and sir. I'm like, sore? So? Yeah, so. But it's sore. But yeah, no, bar engines, I'd rather put a Coyote in it because when it comes to a bar engine, unless you build it, you're going to make the same power. You should, if it's power, if he's chasing power, put a GT350 engine back in it with a Whipple. Done. If he wants the likes and the clicks, bar engine all the way. Actually, Adam LZ, why don't you be cool and put a 2JZ in it? You want to really piss off everybody? Toyota guys and Ford guys, put a 2JZ in it. Barra is going to net you cool factor, but the tuning, the standalone, get ready to stroke some money. You get ready to get your wallet out and be like, unless you carry a purse, but get ready to stroke a pen because you're going to be paying for tuning unless you're doing it unless you're begging these motherfuckers to do it for free. Don't do that. If you're a successful YouTuber and you call a shop and want free shit and saying it for promotion, that is the dickiest shit you can do. If you get 2 million viewers per video, you got money. Spend that money. Spend that money. You're getting money. Spend that money. Spend that money. You're going to be stroking a lot of checks to get that car, get that stuff in, tuned, fitted properly. Will it be cool? To some people, but to me, I'd rather just stick another Voodoo in it. David Martin says, GT always puts the donkey dong on the Halo cars. You're not wrong, brother. You're not wrong. Scott N says, bro, stream went down for 5 minutes. Recap, please. On my end, it didn't go down, so maybe you're going to have to catch the replay, brother. The Kona Blue Bear base model 12,000 miles at a dealership. The car is mint, but they want $20K. I got them down to 18.5, but I still think it's too much. What should I pay? 15. 12,000 miles, though? Holy shit. Fuck, 12,000 miles. That's pretty good. I think 18.5 is a good price. Nah, 18.5 is a good price. 20,000 miles. That's minty, bro. GT always puts his donkey. Thanks for the info, mate. Great stab at accent, but I don't drink tea. I think you're so right. Some of the modded Mustangs here are atrocious. UK guys have the worst taste for mods. They put the louvers, they love stripes. They don't know that shit is rice as fuck. And if you're a power adder manufacturer here in the States struggling, that's your market. That's your market. Get in big on that market because they don't know you suck yet. They have no idea that you suck yet. Pedro Alvarado gave me $2. Didn't say a goddamn thing. David Santos says, congrats on the 1 year, Alex. Cheers. Pedro Alvarado again says, welcome back. You were down, compa. Didn't notice. This thing, according to this, the stream health is excellent. Hopefully, in the replay, you'll get to see what's going on. Cedric Weich says, happy 1 year anniversary. Talking mad shit, brother. Sam50 says, can I say the C word in the ticket system or FFE? You should say FFE. Always FFE. Do not say delete or cat delete or took off the cat. I took off emission. This is what some of the emails look like sometimes. They're like, I completely ripped off the catalytic converters that are responsible for... I'm like, you're EPA. Go fuck yourself. Like, get out of here. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. YouTube Crew Up enter free speech in the house and says, you said hit up Nick Perciello if you want a Whipple. Who is he? I was going to order my Whipple from Beefcake. Well, Nick Perciello works for Whipple. So you can go through Beefcake, no problem. Hit up Beefcake and say, I want a Whipple. He'll get you a Whipple. Stream crashed for 5 minutes, by the way. Everyone's saying that. Apparently, I didn't see it. I just kept talking. So hopefully the replay, everything was good. Everyone said it was down. Alex, you ever get the two-pump chump syndrome? Pussy Pounder says, have you ever gotten the two-pump chump syndrome? It all depends on how much teasing was happening before I actually stuck the bitch on. You know what I'm saying? If there's a lot of teasing happening, I'm not going to last long. But I have learned to just stop. Just stop. If you're in there and you're like, oh, just stop, kiss, make out. Don't keep pumping. Do your thing because you don't want to be the two-pump chump. And eventually the tingle will go away and then you'll be able to, give them long bitcho. That long bitcho, David Martin says, I haven't seen you pay, puto. God damn. Everyone's saying it was down, it was down, it was down. Alex, 15 motor in the swap car besides O-pump gears. What else do I need to do to the motor to make a solid 800 rear-wheel horsepower on 800 rear horsepower plus motor? If it's a Gen 2, I think that's it. O-pump gears and crank sprocket and boost time and fuel. Good fuel. E85. Make sure you have plenty of octane, and that motor is going to be happy at 800, no problem. Marco Robles says 15 MT82 QA1 DSS carbon drive shaft. What do you recommend? DSS or G-Force. I prefer G-Force drive shafts right now. So if I was going to go with any aftermarket drive shaft, I would go with a G-Force drive shaft. Everyone's saying it was down. What's up with the Mach 1? I already said that in the beginning. DSS. I said G-Force. I just checked. When the stream cut, it skipped whatever you were talking about and jumps forward. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the stream was like, he's saying too many swear words and they just cut me off. I noticed on one of my stream replays, it legit went boop, boop. And it was like at a critical moment where I was going to talk some shit. So I wonder if algorithmically something's happening. I don't know. Omar Garza says, here's another because you went down. ¿Qué onda, cuh? I need more spark player. Reply. Has you skipped one more degree? What if you prematurely ejaculate? Should you keep banging or your half chub or just call it a night? If you're wearing a rubber and you can still get like a semi, that's tough because sometimes it actually hurts after a while, depending on how sensitive you are. I would do my best to go down and see if you can get something else going, but don't rush it because you're going to feel the pressure and you're never going to get it up again. But yeah, if you did a 2-pump chump and you blew your wad, I think you're done at that point. Baby, you're so hot. You're so attractive. You're just so hot. Just give me a little bit. I'll give you some long bicho later. And if that works, you're good. If not, you're the 2-pump chump she's going to make fun of to all her friends next time she's at the bar with all her puti friends. We are just lagging behind a few minutes. It was a new YouTube issue. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Jesus. But EcoBoost stock limit. Like Mustang? Stock. I've seen stock EcoBoost Mustangs blow up. I am on the peasant chat right now, 100%. So if you're on the peasant chat, hit me up there because the paid chat slowed down. Thank goodness I caught up and I should be able to keep up with it pretty nicely. George Resendez says channel support, $10. Thank you very much. Jeremiah Camp. Hey, Alex, just got off work. Congrats on the 1 year. Hey, Jeremiah, glad that you're back at work. I'm glad that Utiki is on and popping. I went to Guanabanas the other day and that place was popping. Bar was popping. I'm like, I thought the bar's supposed to be closed. Fuck no, motherfuckers everywhere. Saw a guy get rejected at the bar. It was so sad. The woman was like, what would you like? He's like, oh, something mule, whatever the fuck. And, she gave him his check, to pay. And he was like, oh, thanks. What's your name? And she just fucking ignored him. She was just like, doing whatever the fuck. And he's like, oh, have a good night. I was like, ooh, he got rejected right then and there. It's a good look. Mr. Jimmy Jam says, these are Thursday questions, exactly. Got my pump gas tune in, Ghost Cam tune yesterday for the car, and it runs great, and can't wait to do 85 soon. Jonathan Pena. F-150 S550 says, since my motor's trash, should I buy a Gen 2 replacement or get a built block? 800 robo horsepower is my goal. Gen 2 bottom end will do it. So if you can find a stock Gen 2 bottom end, bitcha, you can do that, and it'll be fine, and you don't have to pay $17,000 fucking dollars for a built motor. Fuck that. John Walton gave me $10, didn't say a goddamn thing. My man. So then how did you know I talk like that, Eric Vega? Because it says Vega. Towley, he says, you're a towel even after a year. Don't forget to bring a towel. I'm decent at Towley. I'm decent. Oh, man, I don't know what's going on. Well, I wish what I could do is the part when he tries to play Funky Town on the keypad. I wish that I have to play Funky Town, that I could play Funky Town on the keypad and say exactly how he's, wait a minute. I think I got it. It was great. Kerry Dyson says, why people bash Paxtons? I don't bash Paxtons. They make power. Don't mention Eleanor. So if you mention Eleanor, it goes to shit? I didn't know that. I got to look this up. YouTube Corrupt and Free Speech says, did that give you flashbacks of gym growth? Thank you, YouTube Corrupt and Free Speech. You are a fucking true fan. Yeah. I was sitting there with someone, and I was like, and he's like, oh, thanks a lot. You know, but a bar situation is weird, and a bartender, she don't want to know anything about you. Bartenders don't give a fuck about you guys. They give a fuck about that money, and they're just like, oh, I'm going to deal with a bunch of drunk assholes today. You know, but if you're quiet and in the cut and just eating your food and doing your thing, and the bartender keeps talking to you, then you got something going on. But if you're there thinking you're some jacked fuck, and you're like, oh, what's your name, babe? I'll take you home and, give you a ride in my foot. I'll give you a ride in my Mustang. Give you a ride on my horse. And then the Mustang, maybe. They're trying to make shitty jokes. And he was asking her name. And I'm like, dude, can you just shut the fuck up and pay your bill and get the fuck out of here? Mero, LL says, Sean at AED is more of an asshole than you. I don't think so. I don't think Sean's an asshole at all. He's actually very smart. I just think, you got to know how to take him. He's super smart dude, knows his shit. Just some people don't get where he's coming from. So I get it. Like when he talks to me, I'm like, okay, he's normal sounding. But a lot of people take it like he's talking down to you. I'm like, no, he's not about the small talk bullshit. I'm not a small talk bullshit. You know why I'm about this small talk bullshit? Because y'all paying me. If not, a bounce. I'm like, all right, fuck all this. Should I sell my 1500 horsepower capable Fox body for a GT500? No. Nope. I would rather keep a 1500 horsepower capable Fox body than a GT500. Why not just turn the Fox body down to like a 800 and chill out on that and beat the shit out of a GT500? Because when you enter a GT500, that's a whole different world. See, Fox body guys are Fox body guys, right? Fox body guys do dumbass shit like Coyote swap their car and not put front O2 sensors in it. Why do I need that? I didn't need it with my 5-liter BBK throttle body equipped, GT40P headed 1.6 Scorpion rocker Mach pulley car with the A9L computer. That one. You need front O2s. They're your wideband. The what? The what? Put them on. Oh, this is bullshit. Yeah, Fox body guy. You can't take your crap way of building cars and just merge it over onto Coyote shit. That's not how it works, Fox body guy. So if you want to enter the GT500 world, being a Fox body guy, I think that's two different worlds that should not intersect. Hey, Alex, I keep misfiring after a clutch install. Do you assume pulse ring is the issue? Potentially, or the crank sensor, or the did you do Ashley? Did you do a crank relearn after a clutch install? Because if it's learning the flywheel mass fucked up, like I've seen some clutches, I'm not going to name the manufacturer, almost did, just be out of balance, and they have to take them out because they can't get the fucking car to do a crank relearn because the balance is fucked. So it's either the clutch, the ring, or the crank sensor. Hey, Alex. Oh, sorry. Rods and pistons in a Gen 1 or swap a Gen 2 in my S197. Well, out of those two, I'd rods and piston to Gen 1, put some longer head studs on it because you can, because they're bigger, and you're good to go. I would rather do that. Mach 1 with Godzilla. I don't think so. It's not going to happen 2000 MCR. No fucking way it's going to happen. Oh, Jesus, got 2 fucking paid chats right away. Let me get them out of the way quick so I'm not fucked up. Oh my God, no, like 5 fucking paid chats show up. Holy shit, how did these happen? Damn. Okay, Peyton Pruitt said, channel support man, appreciate answering all the questions, learned a lot. Omar Garza, when Boost Car sees more boost. Okay, my 2020 is running great, Alex. Thanks, 700 miles on her. More logs in the AM waiting for you. Congrats on the 1 year, always appreciate. Matt 760, yeah, I gave you the sauce tune right away because I know you weren't about that bullshit. Matt 760 in the house. Otto says, had a 19 GT for a year today and I had my 19 GT for a year today and had been in the care of the lump for half that. She's getting headers put on Monday, go along with the ported manifold. Also, congrats on the channel support from Wyoming. Get us logs. We'll make sure the car's running happy. We got you covered, brother. Israel R says, Alex, thanks for the tune. It awakened my GT a lot. Well, my E85R tune, once Phoenix curfew is lifted due to riots here. Channel support, congrats on 1 year show. He said it again. That's odd. I hear Ruslan Z talking some shit earlier. I'm gonna raw dog that Russian commie sister back to Moscow and bump his Ferrari back to Pennsylvania. Whew. These guys must be lovers, gay lovers, and they're just hiding it by paying me and saying how manly they're gonna fuck each other or fuck each other's moms on my channel. Ruslan and Kevin. Jose Ibarra says, why Trackhawk? My 4-door F-150 should be in the 10s with 40,000 less than that. 40,000 less than that. Lund tune, loving the tune. Don't know why it wasn't tuned by y'all to begin with. Me neither, Jose. Me neither. Some people figure it out later on because I think they want to be on a different team, right? Now, I'm a Red Sox fan. Good or bad. Red Sox now are a popular team. And we call those fair weather fans pink hats because fair weather fans wear pink Red Sox hats. The stupidest fucking color hat on the fucking planet. Fuck you, you pink hat wearing Red Sox fan. So, for a while there, we sucked. For years, 80 years, we sucked dicks. We got Pedro Martinez, we got Theo Epstein going in there and doing some changes, and we got Manny Ramirez and David Ortiz, and we were like, damn, we're fucking stacked now. And we won a couple of World Series. I think it's been 3 or 4 since in the modern era. So now we're like popular. So a lot of people do that with tuning. They don't want to be part of the popular team. They want to be part of the up and coming. So they support the up and coming. Then they find out the up and coming is not what they thought it would be, and they have regrets, and then they come to us and go, oh, fuck it, let me just try one tune. Holy shit, it idles so good. That's the main thing I hear when we get converts. They go, dude, the idle's on point. I'm like, yeah, it's not bad, right? Told you, bitch. Everyone's like, why Trackhawk? Why Trackhawk? It's fucking baller, dude. Look at it. You want me to ride around an F-150? No offense. No. Trackhawk's badass. Nestor Berrio says, Betcha, I'm getting an L&M built short block for the 350. If you had the choice, what power adder would you do? Congrats on the 1 year. Twin turbo. If it's built, let's go all the way. T56 and twin turbo. Betcha, let's fucking go. Do it all. Don't fuck around. Plain and simple. Twin turbo, built GT350, T56, as the channel probably goes to shit after I do that. Who else is waiting for that $100 from Kyle B, El Coyote, $2? I almost wish I could give money back to people because he's giving me way too much. Don't do that. Please, don't give me fucking money. Chase Cochrun. What a name. Cochrun. Chase Cochrun. No, it's Cochrun. No, it's Cochrun. Spark plug gap, Gen 1 NA, stock. Stock, whatever stock is. Get a stock plug, put it in there. Don't even look at the spark plug gap. Oh, but I heard that you can get the fuel mileage. Stock gap. Hey, boss, give me first dibs on the Fairmont if you ever sell. Seriously. Do you buy that shit right now? That thing's a rat. I love you, man. It's an 870, 850 potentially rat, but it's a rat. And I love that car. It's sentimental value. But you give me some money, bitcha. That shit gone, bitcha. I'll build the red car again, bitcha. But no, honestly, I want to do some things to the Fairmont. I think it's going to be pretty badass in about a year. I got plans. I got them turbo headers there for a reason. Twin turbos are too much maintenance. You're right. You're 100% right. So put a Whipple on that bitch. Put a Whipple. 3-0 pulley. 3-0 pulley. Blow at the fucking kingdom come. 20% overdrive. Bow. Rides out to the fucking moon next to the fucking International Space Station. El Coyote laughs. Nestor Berrios laughs. YouTube Corrupt and Free Speech says, I think Paul Smallwood had the best name. Dude, Paul Smallwood and Chase Cockrum. I'm waiting for someone's name to be like uncircumcised front feet ball Smith. It's like, what? Where the fuck are you from with that name? DG Nichols 01 says, hey boss, give me the first. I already said that. Fuck. James Trost says, thank you, Alex. Human Coyote almost convinced me to get a Gen 2, but I'll look at the Kona car this weekend. If I get it, I expect a 1.6 Scorpion GT40 intake B-Cam and BBK Shorty's tune. Happy 1 year. He gets it. I love it. David Jaffrey says, missed my question, cut. Okay, David Jaffrey, if 50 people fucking pay me, I'm a fucking, you know, David Jaffrey. Oh, on my Mach 1 question, I meant to say that it was boosted Predator blower making 600 horsepower so it doesn't overshadow the 500, but I mistyped and misinterpreted the question once again. I did say that, cut. Unless you said something else. No, that's it. Nestor Berrios. Kevin Cruz. I hear Ruslan. I think the tune awakened my GT a lot. So, no, I think I got you, bitch. From Fidenis. FYI, Bicho, I supported the channel. Don't know what happened. Congrats on the 1 year. Tony Turbo, thank you. Apparently there was a glitch in the Matrix. And, you know, it went away for 5 minutes. But I wasn't aware of it. I just keep on trucking. Hopefully, if it replays and it's there, great. If I skipped your question, I highly apologize. I do not have control of the stream. Can you tell Matt 760 he don't need 100 revisions on a stock car? Dude, Matt 760 got his tune dialed in one revision. Here you go. Here's all the tunes you're ever going to need. Steeda Cold Air, E85, Flex, and a no torque reduction tune. Get out of here. You're done. There is nothing else to do. Period. The shift points are going to be the shift points. He just so happened to have the old car. It just loved the mods and it went real good. So if this car performs the same, great, but I can't imagine it's going to perform like the old car. Twin turbo with Boss manifold or Cobra Jet and Procharger? Twin turbo with a Boss manifold. Mine too, Daywood. Omar, I hit you up like 3 times, man. I said the same because you said you want that 1 degree of timing. Omar, stop it. I said it like 3 or 4 fucking times unless it got skipped again and again and again. When boost car sees more spark, does load increase a tad? When a boost car sees more spark, does load increase a tad? No, it's airflow. When you think about it though, if the car is now performing better and it's a more efficient pump based on more timing, will it see more airflow? I don't think so. I think it's pulley. I think it's air across the MAF. But if that spark is creating a more efficient pump, potentially. That's a good question, Omar. That's a very good question, actually. So Cuban Coyote and Must Know Matt 760 and David Jaffrey already got him. Okay, let's go to the peasant chat. The chat is still online? Wow. Mike, just send us a log and we can get an idea. Badass shit. Gay Velar says, hey, Alex, channel stopped for a bit. Not sure if you answered my question, buddy. Buddy. Don't call me buddy, guy. Dude, if that was like a half hour ago, that shit is long gone, bro. How do I know if the channel stopped? What the fuck? Now I have to scroll all the way back. And you know how choppy this is? You know how incredibly hectic and choppy it is to scroll back on questions? And you're probably like, we're way up there. So you might have to replay, bro, because I'm going way the fuck back. Raped Ape, Pragmatic Lunatic, Era Vega, David Jeffrey again, Bandy. I don't see you anywhere, man. I think you're just fucking with me because I don't see you anywhere. 902. Dude, no way you fucking answered. No way you sent the question in the last half hour. No freaking way. Nah, you ain't there. Sorry, you ain't there, brother. Devin Marth says, Alex, 17 GT debating on Comp Cam Stage 3. Should I upgrade the springs and retainers to be safe? Other mods will be 350 manifold, long tube headers, MMR old pump gear and sprocket, and LE47 injectors. Looking for high RPM power. Depends on the RPM. It's not a bad idea, but it's hard to do it in place because you always drop those little follower deals, those little retainers. You drop them. But if you can do them in place, it's a good idea to replace with springs. But that's something that, in my opinion, should be done with the head outside the car. but I've seen many a comp cam stage 3 guys with stock springs be okay. Excuse me. Is a recalibrated map sensor worth it? NA. No, absolutely not. Chadwick Weatherspoon says, great year. My wife hates you. Why does she hate you? Chadwick, why does your wife hate me? Mario Chapa says, thoughts on On3 Twin Turbo Kit for the S550s? They're great. The top mounts seem to be really doing well. They tune easy. I think we had a guy named ASCII, one of the quickest 5.0 S550s out there, twin turbo top mount deal that Dakota tuned. So, I mean, they do really well. They're cheap, but they do it well. Missed my $2 paid question for Amber, my wife. No, I didn't. I remember saying exactly what ended up happening. If the stream skipped, guys, I'm sorry. I don't know that it stopped. It says excellent. Look at right here. Boom. Right here on the fucking left, it says excellent condition. Excellent. It never went off. So what the? I can't go back and answer every single question between that window because what if I repeat some? Someone said this one is faster. Badass. Hopefully it works out. See you, Bichos. Thursday. Got to go to work. See you later, Jimmy Jams. Thanks for tuning in, brother. I really appreciate it. Ground Movement says, is drag slicks worth it on a stock car? If it's a stick car and you're going to drag race it at a track, yeah, absolutely. What's your opinion on IRS versus solid rear end for Mustang in terms of comfortability? Comfortability, IRS. Nothing drives better than an independent rear suspension car. Drives better, goes over bumps better. You can be in the middle of a turn, hit a bump, and it doesn't unsettle the rear end. Whereas a solid axle car, it'll give you a little fishtail action. Something wrong with your wife, get rid of her. Geraldo Flores, uncircumcised is in the house. All right, whatever the fuck that means. Are fluid turbo kits available? Yes. Hit up lundracing.com, ask about what you want, and we'll get your pricing. What do you think about the LSA engine? LSA is, I think, the one in the CTSV, or is it the one in the ZR1? LSA. I think the LSA is the 62580 one that comes in the CTSV and the ZL1. Right? Good engine. Not they don't like blow me away. I mean, they end up, I remember we were doing one time, and we were doing one time. I remember we were tuning one at Bomberas, and right at about 700 wheel, it just gave up the ghost. The old pump gear or something in there just went, see you later, and it fucking blew up. And Kyle Brandon drops his dick. He comes in and says, fuck all you peasants, with his dick, and goes, blah, blah, blah. Fuck all you peasants. Here's $100. Go fuck yourselves. And he doesn't say anything. Kyle Brandon comes in, says, here's $100. I hope his rent is paid. I hope his kids are fed. I hope his dog has premium dog food. Because if that dude is giving me $100 almost every show, he's either got money or he is denying his family food so that he can be the dick swinging motherfucker. He literally just went with his dick and went, fuck all you peasant. Big Dick Kyle coming through. Psycho. Oh, everyone's like, he's here. And I love that he just goes, here's some money. Peace. Y'all can suck this bitch up. That guy's crazy. Cobra Trick says, Kyle stealing the show from Alex. You're not kidding. This is the Kyle Brandon show. I'm just going to come on and be like, Kyle Brandon throws $100 down. All that Trump money, bitch. Dave Daly says, where are you from? Oh, they're talking to like Matt 760. Okay, good. They can like touch tips and dock. Tony Turbo's like, damn it, Kyle. Kyle's a narc or a looter. He probably sold all those Yeezys he stole from the Foot Locker in the middle of one of the fucking, after he ate ass in one of the riots. Oh, I mean, demonstrations. Oh, I mean, protester. Ezekiel Palacios. Gave me $5. Didn't say a goddamn thing. Uncircumcised front feet ball Smith says, uncircumcised front feet ball Smith checking in. Keep that name. Uncircumcised front feet ball Smith. Love it. Yes, I love it. Divayesh Patel says, 18 Whipple car with a T56 swap, triple pump 4 system with ID 1300X. Thoughts on installing a stage 2 comp blower cams with an ATI 20% balancer. Do it. It's going to make more power. It's going to take a little torque down low. It's going to take it away, but it's going to make it up in the high RPM ranges, and it's just going to make it a more efficient air pump. So it's a good deal. If it was like an older car, like a Gen 2, I would say get the Stage 3 NA grind. The NA grind seems to be king daddy for everything. But I don't know much about the Gen 3 stuff yet, and we'll see how it shakes out. Damn it, Kyle. Coming in there fucking everybody up. I'm sorry, guys. If you live on a budget, Kyle says fuck your budget and your mom. 17 Mustang, 10 PSI with a Kenny Bell Supercharger. 1050Xs, BAP, free-flowing exhaust, 91. What kind of horsepower should I expect? Gonna get tuned with Lund. 10 PSI Kenny Bell Supercharger? Like a 2.8 or a 3.2? Probably 640 on 91. 620, 640 on 91 if it's manual. Free tunes for life for Kyle. No shit. Fast Life Russ says, Matt 760. Oh, they're talking to Matt 760. So this is the Matt 760 channel. Fuck it. Y'all talk to each other on the peasant chat. Kyle Brandon is dead ass paying for your rent. $400 every month. $400? He's like $1,500 shy. This place, this dump is expensive. That's why by this time next year, I will be in my house. Either a badass condo or a house. I am buying property. Namely because of Kyle Brandon. Anyone see the guy who changed his name to uncircumcised front feet Ball Smith? I did. It was great. Matt has nitrous in his old car. Fuck, he just backdoored us. Help me out, Alex. Why is the S550 with a Whipple faster than a GT350 with the same horsepower? Driver? I mean, why is a S550 with a Whipple faster than a GT350 at the same horsepower? GT350 probably has a manual, right? And are you doing like a heads-up race? Are they both manuals? Is he a better driver than you? Is he lighter? What the fuck am I going to tell you, bro? Kyle, I need a loan. Fast Life Russ, haha. Saw your story earlier. Okay, this is Matt 760. Fuck you guys. Alex, who? Yeah, exactly. Alex, who? Kyle's in the house. This is now the Matt and Kyle show. Yeah, the peasant chat became the Matt and Kyle show. Sorry, rest in peace. I know I'm dead. What are your plans on the red car? Red car is going to be NA. I'm going to get a set of 373s for it. Ultimate Header has stepped up and said they will provide headers for the red car once it is time. But what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go ahead and put some light wheels on it, some welds, lighter exhaust like a dump, just do dumps in the middle of the car just to get a lot of weight out of the car because the cap back is heavy on this fucker, suitcase and all. And 373s for now. See what it runs. It'll be in the 11s. It'll be like an 11.7, 11.6 car at that point because I have a trans brake and see how that works. Then get a converter, a big 5C or a 6F or something dumb. I'll talk to Circle D about that, and we're going to see what we can do to get this car with a big converter. It'll be NA only, and go from there and hopefully dip into the low 11s, mid to low 11s with a big converter, some weight reduction, and some headers. And once that happens, I'll start probably playing a little more with weight reduction, but not too much. I don't want to make this car a gutted car. I want to go 10s the way it sits. It's a very nice car. I want to go 10s as much as, as easy as possible. If it requires me getting a CJ setup, I'll get a CJ setup with the car. But for now, I'm going to see on the 350, GT350 intake manifold, 350 throttle body, and it's got a Steeda open air element cold air in it, the big one, the new one, which jury's still out. I don't know that I love it. I don't hate it, but it seems to be running pretty well from what I can tell. Street Driven GT500 says, it's because Kyle using his friend's credit card. Thanks for always answering my questions when I reach out and ask on Instagram. Thank you, Street Driven GT500. I appreciate that, brother. Weight or driver or both? Probably both. OMG, I hope Kyle does not give me $100 and puts his balls on my face. Rick James is jealous because guys are giving me money. Alex, you local cuz, the stock's some shit against those Camaros. Come on. That shit's old. Camaro is dead. Camaro is dead. It's over. Mustang just took that and ran with it, and it's over. It's over. It's over, Johnny. It's never over. Well, remember that scene from Rambo? No, because you guys are fucking young. Thoughts on catch cans? Steven Perez. They're good. They work. They do their job. They keep the oil away from your cold air intake, and they do a good job of venting the crankcase. So I highly recommend them. Just don't get anything that lays on the coil cover. Something that just lays on the coil cover, like some lazy ass shit. Get something that mounts remotely away from everything so you don't have any false knock issues, like a UPR catch can. Are catted headers worth it? if you're in emission state, you're fucked. You kind of have to run a catted header to pass emissions inspections, but I don't like a catted header on a boosted car because those headers are wildly inefficient and they melt real easy. Ask me how I know. Corey Valdez says Gen 1 Coyote with a 90 millimeter throttle body and a Boss 302 manifold. I lost a shit ton down low end and only gained the last 2,000 RPMs. Drivability, garbage. Tuner says the throttle body is hard to tune. You ever have that? I'll be honest with you. If it's FRPP 90, it seems our tune's pretty good. I mean, we have a good file for the Ford Racing 90 millimeter, but be honest, get that shit out of there, man. Get a stock throttle body in it. There isn't much to be gained. The Boss 302s from the factory come with a stock regular throttle body. The 90 millimeter might make you 2 more horsepower, but like you said, drivability and the loss down low is massive, and in my opinion, not worth it. Suck My Balls, great name. SUCMUBALLS. Suck My Balls says, 13 GT looking to get VMP Gen 2 R kit. What size pulley should I use to not blow up? Daily driver has a 90,000 highway miles. Looking for 550 to 600 horsepower. 85 millimeter or 82 millimeter pulley on a Gen 2 R kit. You'll be fine on Pumpcaster. John Walton says, thanks for clutching the clutch slipping video. I ran my fasted because he didn't eat. My fasted time this weekend. 12.9, 112 on street tires. Basically stock 13 base model on street tires. Good for you. Hopefully I'm glad that the clutch slipping video is helping. It's not super scientific, just a good visual of what to do in slipping the clutch. Bossman Wilson says, what would you need to run Ignite Yellow E98 fuel on a 1350 just injectors and another tune? Yes, pretty much. That's such crazy shit to me. E98 fuel, Ignite Yellow, just get E85. Like 85, why do you need 98? It's just going to stress out your fuel system more. So I would just get regular E85, like from the pump, or like C85 from the jug or whatever. Hey, Alex, when should oil pump gears be upgraded on a Gen 2? What red line will it start being a problem? I think oil pump gears should start being upgraded when you put boost on it. Because I think once you put a little stress on the crank and you tap a limiter, and that additional stress on the crank, which the oil pump gears are right behind it, can cause them to go bad. Or if you slam the limiter. If you're constantly slamming the limiter, it's going to be a problem. So it's not more about RPM. It's more about how you treat the car. So I would upgrade them pretty early on if you're looking to rev it really high and potentially be close to the limiter, or when you're supercharged with high boost because of the strain on the crank and the oil pump gears are right behind it. Danny Whitlow says, I will donate 100 one day, Alex. No, don't do that. Just don't. Love you. Bandy says, I don't know if you saw my paid comment, but again, thanks for explaining the flex fuel thing to me and congrats on the 1 year. I'll take your advice and hopefully get an 85 tune from Lund. Awesome. Jarv Racing says, Alex, let's run at Cecil 1 versus 1. Cecil? Oh, fuck Cecil. Yeah, I'm like 1,500 miles away from that. But yeah, I mean, if you want to run, I'll fucking run out. If I get beat, I don't give a shit. Alex is what's a good price for 11 to 12? And I live in New England and all the prices are high compared to other states. You're right, dude. Ground movement, buy one in Florida. Nowhere south of Del Rey, though. Del Rey is like the border of the... Don't buy one from Orlando or Del Rey, period. Tampa, Bradenton, I think you might be okay, but there's some ragged out shit there too. But go to like Georgia, Texas, Florida, buy the car out of state and save $4,000 fucking dollars. Massachusetts, it's fucking ridiculous with those cars. Voodoo Magic says I bought a 19350 and going with a Whipple. Is there any way to keep the strut tower braced with it? No, I don't think so. I think you're fucked. If you're going to put a Whipple on that car, I think you got to get rid of the strut tower brace. Hey, tuning my lightning want to bet these new tune, want to beat these new tune coyotes. El de la Lobo says, which means he's from the wolf. El de la Lobo. Jarv Racing says, I slam the limiter like I slam my women. Wap, pop, 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 pew, 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 choo, choo. Should I get an on-3 single turbo kit for my Fox body or save up for an S550 on-3 twin setup? What do you think I should do first? Is your Mario Chapa is your Coyote as your Fox body Coyote swapped? Cecil is the best track around. Great. I'm nowhere near fucking Cecil. What the fuck do you want me to do? Hey Alex, can pinging detonation be cured by higher octane alone? Yeah. If it is the lack of octane that is causing the pinging and detonating, yes. Alex, Has your state had violent protests? No. There were some guys that were trying to jack up a Walmart here, and they got hosed the fuck down. Then there was a guy in Tampa. Did you see the sheriff in Tampa saying, if y'all going to go into the neighborhoods, I highly suggest you stay away from there if you value your life. Because everyone here likes guns in whatever county that is in Tampa. Everyone here likes guns. So if you're going to go in someone's home and steal their property, and I suggest they blow you back out of the house with their gun. And I'm like, yeah, that's about right. They're not going to fuck around here. A lot of people carry. A lot of people wishes a motherfucker would. I guarantee there's people in Florida that got their gun and they're like, I wish a guy came in here and fucked with my shit. Get in here, boy. Get in here. Come on. You want to fucking go? Get in my house. Come in my house, motherfucker. Get in here. I'm dying to blow your shit up. And them stupid motherfuckers go in there and do stupid shit and get blowed up. They're not going to get prosecuted. Nobody that shoots someone in their yard is going to get prosecuted. Because you'll be like, yo, I blew him out of the house. He was in the house and I blew him out of the house with a shotgun. Fox Body GT is stock. Mario Chapa says, nah, fuck that. Don't fuck with an on-3 kit for that car, Mario. Get an S550 and on-3 kit for that, honestly. Don't bother with an on-3 kit for a Fox Body that's stock. No fucking way. Opinion on the Fusion Sport with the 2.7 twin turbo. It is a quick, good, fun, underrated little car. If it's the all-wheel drive model, it's actually very quick and very well built. So I highly suggest if you're going to fuck with the nice little medium-sized daily driver to putt around in, that little Fusion Sport is a bit of a sleeper, honestly. And we can tune it, yes. Florida is the cock of the U.S., Nestor Berrios. Yeah, until you come here. Until you go to West Palm Beach. Until you go to Boca. Until you go to Sarasota, Fort Lauderdale. You're like, damn, this is fucking nice. Now, when you're talking about Geneva, Orlando, Jacksonville, all that bullshit up there, that is the dick of fucking America. Polk County, thank you, Racer XM. People in Polk County like guns, and we gonna blow your shit up if you come here and you talk some shit and try to take your stuff. We blow you up. I suggest they blow you up. They put the dynamite stick up your asshole and blow you up. Yeah, they don't play that shit down here, man. Suck on my balls, give me $5. Marco Bala says, does Ultimate Headers make headers for the 19 F-150 I have 331 gears. What gears do you recommend, NA? You know what? Honestly, I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. Don't those come with 373s? Let me pull up. Can I pull up a calibration? Oh man, let me see if I could pull up a tune. This thing's probably going to slow down my shit. But I'm opening up software right now to see what gear ratio comes like on Oh, he said he has 331 gears. What do I recommend for gears NA? Okay, I'm sorry. 331, 350 on a truck? Probably 355s. I don't know if 373s are too much for a truck, to be honest with you. Probably 355s is the most I'd go, depending on the weight of the truck. If it's a regular cab F-150, which is basically a heavy GT, I wouldn't go any higher than 355 in my opinion. It'll definitely help mechanically because the truck is heavy. That's what I think, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But I'm gonna ask the guy at Ultimate Header, see if they're looking to make headers for Ford F-150s, because you don't see a lot of them, right? I know Cooks makes them for F-150 because VMP had them on this truck. I can't believe how many times my fucking fingers crack. Like every single knuckle is cracking. What the fuck is going on? Nestor Berrio says Floribama up north. Flora, Georgia. Georgia. I'm telling you, up there it is completely different. When you're driving and you see a sign that says gator meat, yeah, that's the Florida everyone thinks of. But when you come down here, it's all New Yorkers, and then down south it's all people from Central South America, and it is paradise. It is very pretty, very nice, high-end cars, big money, yachts, bitches, boozing. It's a party. Yonce50 says 331, 355, 373. So I do 355. That's what I would do. Kinnis the Menace says, The Sheriff Grady Judd, Polk County guy, is a badass motherfucker. I loved it. He gave you the truth. He's like, you're going to come into this shit, I will blow your shit out the sky. I'm going to stay on for 2 hours, so I have 13 minutes left. So I'm going to make sure that, the 1 year special is a 2-hour show. Again, I'm going to concentrate on the peasant chat for now because, well, just talk some shit for a little bit. Why not? I left the front door open with the breadcrumbs for the Anquifers to come in. What do you need to do to entice Antifa to come into your apartment so you could blow them away? Like cheese to a mouse. What would Antifa people be attracted to? Starbucks coffee? iPhone earbuds? Like, what is it that those Antifa fucks would be attracted to get them in your house if you're in Polk County? Pussy Pounder says they use the hard R. Yeah, that they do. YouTube Corrupt and a Free Speech says, watch out for the falling iguanas. That's right. In the winter, an iguana can fall on your head and you can sue the property owner where that iguana injury took place. Look it up. We need some good headers for the F-150, James Perry says. I'm going to talk to James Browning at Ultimate Header and see if he's willing to make F-150 headers. If anyone's going to make them good, it'll be him. Racer XM15 says, South Florida is a different world. Long tube headers versus shorty headers. Long tubes. Cheap hair coloring. Trump support sign. You're right. Trump support sign to entice Antifa to come in. Trump's cheap hair coloring. That's another thing. Yes, like purple hair dye. Cheap hair dye. Gabe Alar says, Alex, installing a 2200 SL complete kit on my 14 Mustang. Should I stay with the Vortec tune it comes with and wait for Lund tune when I upgrade to E85, or should I do it before also? Do it before. You will notice a big difference. You can data log back and forth with us to make sure the tune is safe, and you'll get some of the best tuning around. Now, if it is a manual, understand this. When you're shifting gears, you're probably going to have false knock, and we're going to have to remedy the false knock by potentially messing with the sensitivity of the knock sensors, okay? Especially on pump gas. And we got to be careful. We can't take too much sensitivity away. But on a shift Gavilar, it might kick off the knock sensors. I've seen a lot of that lately. Did you see Trump holding the Bible looking like a dumbass yesterday? Why was he looking like a dumbass? Sure, it's a photo op, but why was he looking like a dumbass? That's a bad motherfucker right there. He said, yeah, I'm going to go outside. Yeah, he was protected. He's the president of the United States, motherfucker. He went out there, took a photo op in front of the church with a Bible so as to say, I'm going to go out. I'm going to get out here. Yeah, with protection, because I ain't stupid. If I was the president, I'd be like, yeah, get the tanks, get everybody. Fuck it. If you think he looks like a dumbass, bro, you're on the wrong side of shit. If you are on the wrong side of shit, if you're anti-president. I saw a guy say something straight stupid. Now, look, I'm not a Trump supporter. I support every president that's in office. Obama, Bush, blah, 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 blah. I don't like to get into politics because you guys are fucking stupid and you don't know shit about politics. So I try not to get into politics. But I saw someone on Facebook says, 40 million unemployed. Are you happy now? He's making America great again. How the fuck is that his fault? How is the coronavirus his fault? That's the only reason a lot of people are unemployed. The coronavirus. Before that, tell me how the stock market was doing. Before that, tell me how the economy was doing before the coronavirus. It was kicking ass. It was kicking everyone's dick up and down. So, people just love to see a number, blame a president, and this guy, Mero, LOL, saw him put a Bible in front of a church and think it's a bad thing. Get the fuck out of here. You're on the wrong side of shit. You're literally on the wrong side of shit, brother. Fast Hippo ZL1 says, 5th gen ZL1s with Kong 2650s are making 900 to 1,000 easily. Thoughts? Thank you. Finally, you're making what 15 Mustangs were making 6 years ago. Finally, you're making what 2015 and up Mustangs were making 6 years ago, because Kong came out with the right blower with the help of Edelbrock and is finally shoving some real boost into these pieces of shit. Gato says, hey, congrats on the special stream. 2011 stock GT500 with ported 1314 blower, ported elbow, 2.4 pulley. Can I coast with its stock fuel injectors, or do I need to buy the IDs before hooning? Honestly, I would bump up the injector if you're going to start porting shit and inducing a lot more airflow into the car. In my opinion, I would definitely bump up or at least put a booster pump on the fucker. I wouldn't want to run out of fuel. If you're in a nice cold day and you're out there on the highway and the top of fourth with good airflow and big cold air and everything's doing good and all of a sudden you start trending lean, I'd rather have more injector in there than less. Weird. Didn't know holding a Bible, having faith makes someone look like a dumbass. Exactly, 3 Valve Eric. That's why I don't want to get into politics because what he said was just so retarded. Aren't you in locks? Should you come by scores? Succumb balls? I'm not in Loxahatchee. The fuck out of here. How dare you? I'm not going to no strip club. Strip clubs are fucking weird here, bro. Super weird. Joe Daniel says, if you don't like Trump, unsubscribe. You know what? I would rather say, if you don't support the president of the country you live in, you can unsubscribe. If you're just going to hate him because he doesn't have a D next to his name, you can unsubscribe. I support every president because I want him to do well. Now, if he's doing something that I'm super against, like Obamacare, fuck, that was the dumbest thing ever. But you know who basically gave him the template for that? Was Romney in Massachusetts when I lived there. And I was like, fuck Romney too. But if he would have ended up president, you got to support him. You can't be some fucking retard. You might not agree with everything he says, but you got to support him. Fast Hippo says, don't sleep on them. We got you covered, bro. Them 2650 ZL1, whatever the fuck, we got that shit. Only now they started going fast since Kong came out with badass blowers on them. Only now they started going fast. You're finally up to the Mustang level. Finally. Welcome to the level of welcome to being fast again. It's still in a 5th gen. Alex, in your opinion, do you think a 6-rib MFP crank support would help protect stock OPGs? I don't think it'll help support stock OPGs. I think it'll help support the crank. So I still think you need O-pump gears in the car. Sorry, bro, I'm way late tonight. I listened to the entire episode tomorrow, but I still wanted to check in and support. Michael Charlton, thank you for coming in here, but there is like a 5-minute gap that supposedly everyone's talking about that I didn't see, and I guess they're complaining at me because I didn't see it. But what the fuck? I didn't cut the stream off for 5 minutes. Jared Stallworth says, dumbass tear gas people for that pick. Fuck him. I'm okay with it. Jared Stallworth. If you're destroying property, you get fucking gassed, bro. If someone comes to your property, Jarrett, and writes down, fuck this guy, and fucks with your car, are you going to be like, oh, it's okay, they're protesting for a good cause? Bullshit. You're going to take a baseball bat to the face to every motherfucker that fucks with your shit. And as the president of the United States, when they're defacing property in the United States, he should be mad. And if he gassed people to get him the fuck out of there so he can go out there and be like, this is some bullshit, I'm okay with it. Henry Ford had a great book called The International. Great stream today, Alex. Will you be live Thursday? Sounds like you have some stories for us. I might not be available Thursday, but I'll let you know Thursday. Things are going good right now. YouTube corrupt our free speech. And, you know, I'm sure you know why, but I'll definitely fill you in. But some of the stuff has to be close to the vest because you can't give up a lot of your personal stuff out there, but I'll definitely let you know what's happening on the Thursday live stream. I got 4 minutes left to get out of here and do it for 2 hours. I guess it's going to go off on a Trump bullshit, but I'd rather not. Fuck all politics, man. You guys don't know shit about politics. Just shut up. Seriously. If you're talking about politics and you don't know shit about politics, shut up. These rioters and looters are not protesters. They're fucking criminals. Exactly. Look, if you're protesting, I get it and I support it. It's a First Amendment right? Freedom of speech. If you're just, the moment you destroy property, you're done. You're not a protester anymore. You're a piece of shit. Raptor 428 says, it'd be cool, Alex, if you had pictures of the corner screen about the stuff you talk about, like slideshow, preach, brother, preach. It'd be cool if the pictures on the corner screen about the stuff you talk about, like slideshow, preach. Come on, man. That sounds like production. That sounds like a lot of production. I gotcha, brother. Do your thing. Thank you, YouTube. Nestor Berrios, little winky face. Brandon Robb says, Alex, how true is boost gauge that comes into 15 Mustang GT gauge cluster? It ain't true at all. If it's on an EcoBoost Mustang, it's pretty close. If it's on a GT, it's not close at all. Any thoughts on BJJI? I don't know what that means. BJ blowjob. I don't know. BJJI. Nestor Berrios. Yes, freedom to assemble. Yes, assemble. Protest. Put signs up. Stand up for something. Don't fuck with people's shit. Don't fuck. Did you guys see those Italian dudes at the pizzeria? And they had like ARs or whatever. They got some rifles. And like, come on in here. Like, they look crazy. And I was like, and you know, some guys like right up in their face, shoot me, motherfucker, shoot me. And I'm like, yo, that boy will shoot you, man. Don't. He had the guinea hat, that flat hat with the button in the front. I'm like, oh shit, that guy's serious. Nobody in their right mind wears that hat. And he was wearing that hat. And I was like, he's going to shoot you, bro. Anyone with that hat will shoot you. So those 3 Italian dudes were like, and then the guy was like, you have insurance. You have insurance. It's okay if we blow up your shit and ransack your store for the, what? Insurance? Motherfucker, good luck getting insurance again after they pay out after you fucking looted the shit. Those guys, you can't insure my paycheck? Can you insure my paycheck? They got insurance. Marco Bella says Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. One of the most effective combat techniques there is. If you're in a street fight and you get a hold of a dude, dude's fucked. The problem comes in the striking. You know, a really elite striker can take care of a jiu-jitsu guy if he can keep him from the outside. But the moment the Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy gets close, it's game over. So I think you got to do both. You can't just rely on one. I think you got to be a decent striker to get close and put someone on the ground and break their fucking elbow. Can you tell us who made that cup again? Southern Darlene. It's a Kristen Bombera. She used to work at Bombera's. Oh, it's right there. So shit. Southern. Come on, Alex. Get it right. There we go. Southern Darlene. She basically, Kristen Bombera used to work at La Bomberas. And she stemmed off on her own and started making these awesome little tumblers. She makes whatever design you want. If you want to get like an Astros cup and it'll say cheaters right on it, like World Series cheaters, the cheatingest motherfuckers on the planet. And then I got a little Boston one. It should say cheaters here too, because I guess they cheated, but not as much. Not as much as the Astros. Concluded by Major League Baseball. And she did a little HP Tuners timing table, my face. My face. The Fairmont. I said, do whatever you want. Did the Lund Racing logo. So yeah, Kristen Bombera, follow her on Instagram, Facebook, and Southern Darlene on Instagram. And you should be able to place an order there. And whatever design you want, she'll be able to do. No problem. Tony Soprano. That's like saying you got life insurance, I can shoot you. Exactly. You got life insurance. You got health insurance. I can bust your leg and you shouldn't be mad about it. What? You got house insurance. I can burn it down and you shouldn't be mad about it. What? Are you fucking psycho? F-150 S550 says, crank support used for a Whipple Coyote. Useful? Yeah. I mean, anything supercharged that is going to get big boost should have some kind of crank support, in my opinion. Muay Thai with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Succumb Balls says, or Suck My Balls says, yes, if you have Muay Thai and BJJ, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you are a lethal weapon. If you can kick from a distance, jab, kick, Muay Thai clinch, fucking knee to the face, and then fucking work it into a fucking guillotine or a fucking triangle choke. Oh my God. It's hard to fuck with people like that, you know? I bet you if you know Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, that you're so confident that you're like looking for a fight. You're like, I'm looking for a fight. I'm looking to fight. I want to fight. And I'm like, yeah, I'll just shoot you. I'm like, maybe that's why guns are a good thing. If you're not cheating, you're not winning. Tell me which MLB team hasn't cheated. Exactly. Every team is cheated. The guy at second base sees the signs, and then the way you lead off second base tells you what it is. If you go like this, it's a fastball. If you go like this, it's a if you let's say my job at second base when I got second base is check out the signs. And if it's an obvious sign like fastball, I'd be like, then I'd lead off. But if it was like anything off speed, I'd be like, I'd kind of be like, something two or one. And that's part of the fucking game. But when you go digital, that's the problem. 3 Valve Eric says, ha ha ha, succumb to these balls. Yeah, it's like suck my balls, but I was like, succumb balls. Didn't know you went live. You talk about the new Mach 1 already? Yes, I did, Rick, like the first 15 or 20 minutes. Kyle's dick is still throbbing above the chat. It is. It's going to be there for a while. But even after I sign off, it's going to be red and throbbing for a while. Take a life over property or items though. Yeah, Kinnis the Menace. I don't know your intent. Why are you coming into my shit? What if you throw a brick through the window, hit my kid, my wife, my fucking family member in the head, and kill him? Fuck you. You die, man. Fuck that. You fuck with my shit, you die. Fuck that. Seriously. Fuck all that shit. Do you agree with that bullshit? Fuck you too, bro. Fuck all that shit. If you think it's okay to have shit broken in the name of making a point and it's not that big of a deal because it's just property, fuck you. That means you've never worked hard for property. I don't have much. I don't have much in this world. But what I do have, I'm going to protect. And if you come to my shit to fuck with my shit, it's going to be a problem. I started to miss the mat during the shutdown. What's your NFL team that you root for, Pats? No, unfortunately, I'm a 49ers fan. I grew up in the Joe Montana era. Oh, my God. No thanks. Marco Bella says, Puerto Ricans are really good athletes, boxing, etc. Yeah, we're like natural athletes where we got that extra bone in our ankle and and we're brought up to be athletic in the hood. A lot of people in the hood did like flips on old mattresses. We played baseball, football, basketball, the three big sports. And usually Puerto Ricans are kind of good at everything, in terms of physical activity. KB says, Trump greatest POTUS ever. Shit. Remember that YOLO video you made years ago about you going to car shows and judging cars brutally? That's one of the funniest videos, dude. Yeah, the problem is some people don't want to be the butt of a joke. So, yeah, and then you got to like potentially fight somebody, right? When you're out there making them the butt of a joke, you got to be ready to like fight somebody. And I'm not looking to fight anybody. I don't want to rain on anyone's parade. So I'm like, just leave them alone. I'll do it from a distance. Someone hits my Mustang, they die. Exactly. Kinnis the Menace says, nah, bruh. Okay, bye. Let me go to your shit, Kinnis. Whatever you hold value. And because I disagree with something that happened somewhere nowhere near me, let me just break your shit on something that you busted your ass for. Let me just do that, and we'll see how you react. Never Live says exactly. Folks giving everything or don't work to earn what they have or don't care about anyone else's stuff. Exactly. Kenneth the Menace is way off on this. If I could delete you from this shit, I'd delete you from this shit right now. Fuck that shit. Yeah, we Puerto Rican just need more NBA players. Look at Yoel Romero. He's 42 and still fighting top-level guys. He's Cuban. Yeah, one island over. That dude is a beast. Genetically gifted. Super Boricua. Suck my balls. Look at Yoel Romero here. He said, at this point, the message is to bring justice to the unlawful death of a man who has unfortunately lost his turn into violence. Jonathan Pena, I know. And the problem is, people were doing that. People were doing it peacefully. But then the Antifa fucks went in there and started fucking everything up. And that's when the message was lost. And they hijacked it. And saw a righteous cause went to shit. And no one even remembers. Now they just using an excuse to just break shit. It's crazy. Roberto Clemente was an awesome PR baseball player and a patriot to that island. Yeah, dude. I did many book reports and papers on Roberto Clemente, one of my heroes. Right fielder with a fucking gun on him. Pow! Get you out from the warning track. Dude was nasty for the Pittsburgh Pirates, bro. Badass. Okay, protest in Tampa. He must be new around here. Mute him. Yeah, I might mute him because he's stupid. This is saying some stupid shit that's pissing me off. Pussy Pounder says, Melania Trump or that blonde press secretary? Ooh. The blonde press secretary might argue with you a lot. Melania Trump stays there nice and pretty and quiet. I don't know. I think the press secretary might say some shit like, your dick ain't shit. You got little dick. Fuck me harder, daddy. And flip around. Yeah, stick it in my ass. That ain't much of a dick. While Melania might just sit there and be like, I like your penis. It's very nice. So it depends on what kind of mouth you want in the bedroom. He did Pittsburgh proud. Michael Charlton. I'm black, bro. My ass would be thrown in jail forever. Kinnis the Menace. So, okay, Kinnis, what do you hold value most in your life? What do you value the most? What do you value the most? An item, a thing, whether it be a baseball card, whether it be a house, property, or your family. And imagine in the property that you own, your family was in danger. You're not going to blow you're not going to blow a hole in a guy's chest? Bullshit. Blonde press secretary. Who's seen the Riot video where they stole Hellcats? Yeah, they went into a fucking dealership and they had key fobs just out. And they were like, beep, beep. And they got into fucking demons and Hellcats and rode the fuck out. Like, I was like, wow, this is going to be a sideshow pretty soon. And they stole a police horse. Holy shit. That's nuts. Niner fan here too. That's pretty cool, Alex. Haha. Marco Hernandez. Kaylee is a killer. Three of Eric says, if you don't take pride in your accomplishments and your property, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. Hey, Alex, how important is to test your E85 on the E85R tune? Very important in pending disaster. Make sure it's at least 78% and up so it's not trimming out a lot of fuel. And with that being said, I'm done. I don't want to get into politics. You guys talking about cops, starting shit, and I don't give a fuck. This is a talking shit episode about car shit. A politic-free zone. I'm trying to keep that bullshit out of here. For those of you that follow me on my dating channel, I'll give you a heads up if I'm going to be available on Thursday. I might not be. So we'll see how all that goes. Hopefully everything goes well, and I won't be available Thursday. But if it doesn't, I'll be there to fill you in on what's been going on in my life for the last, week or so. For everyone else, thank you very much for making this 1 year talking shit episode great. It's been 2 hours and 8 minutes, and I can keep going for another hour, but I'm going to try to keep it good so that the replay isn't ridiculous. Thanks for everyone that supported. Thanks for Kyle Brandon for dropping his dick on the chat. Thanks for everyone that has been with me since the YOLO days. Thanks for people like Ultimate Header, UPR, Lund Racing, Power by the Hour, FIC Injectors, Fuel Injector Clinic, Deechworks, all the guys that have been ride or die people, VMP, Nick Perciello, who got me the Edelbrock setup when he used to work at Edelbrock. Thank you all for making this thing, kind of blossom, and I've been around for a year, so hopefully I'll be around for many more years to come. Catch me next week. I'll try to upload some videos if there's something interesting to talk about. For those of you that watch my dating channel, I'll see you guys Thursday. Talk to you guys later.